Till now, Anambra State still there for darkness. Emeka Ofo don frustrate other companies wey wan give us light. The koko be say, EEDC na the reason why Southeast no dey develop. This thing no dey good oh. I say e no good oh. This thing no dey good oh. No one knows tomorrow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is Saturday, the 3rd day of August 2024. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of genuine freedom, the gospel of liberation of mankind. Therefore, we must continue in doing the needful. We are in a midst of so-called protests by Nigerians to end the bad governance, which is their right, is the right of Nigerians. But they are, as I put it, they are making efforts in futility, busy pursuing shadow. That is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the current issues today. Today normally is dedicated to religious discussions, but I'm going to waive it till next Saturday, please, so that we talk about current issues in our land, current happenings in our land. Because it's very big pity that Nigerians are going around, running round and round and round their problems. They seems not to understand their problem, or they are pretending. I am telling you. You see that there is a problem in a country. You try to look what is the cause of this problem. You go to the grassroots. But let me tell you something. The creator of Nigeria has modeled Nigeria in a way that, the pillars of Nigeria are corruption. The pillar. They empowered, few agents, few politicians, few agents we call politicians. They empower them, give them free hand to be making benefits, to be looting on, on the misery of people. And they support them. They back them. And that is why, Nigerians, different ethnicities, the politicians, the political class, all the political class in Nigeria are unified. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They are unified under one thing, because they are gaining. Whether is Igbo, whether it's Kanuri politician, Igbo politician, Fulani politician, Hausa, all the ethnicities, their politicians, their political class are united. And that is one thing that the British did. Forget about during the election campaign or they yab each other on the public. All those things they know. It doesn't. That's why at the background you see them chanting, eating and dining together at the background. Don't you see Wike and all of them, all of them singing and making merry? All of them, both the so-called opposition, all of them. Nigerian politicians are united in crime in Nigeria. That is why they vow to continue keeping Nigeria for Britain. Because Britain handed Nigeria over to them. Before you become something, before you become a high-ranking political class in Nigeria, you must be made to swear allegiance for the unity of Nigeria. To the British, what I'm telling you is verifiable. You must be made to swear heavy allegiance, secret oath to Britain. That that under no circumstance must you clamor for, or must you aid and abet the division of Nigeria. That is one thing. It doesn't matter how our people cry, for one thing or the other. They know the problem, but they are incapacitated because Britain put them on oath, and they agreed. They enter there, and they start seeing the words. They look, all the high-ranking political class in Nigeria. First of all, they have diplomatic passports or service passport to travel anywhere around the world freely. Before you know, this one has gone to America, the next day is back. You cannot do that as a ordinary Nigerian. You cannot do that. Are you hearing me? So their children are abroad anywhere of their choice. Any school they want to go in India or in China or in America, any in Dubai, they are there. Some children of politicians are schooling from 5-star hotel. From they are in abroad in schools in America, in Singapore, in Dubai, in India, schooling. They live in 5-star hotels, 5-star or even 6-star hotels, the highest hotels. Year in, year out, they pay millions of dollars. Their children. That is why they say, to hell with anything that will solve Nigeria's problem. Because it didn't concern them. Britain modeled Nigeria that all the hardships, once you are a political class, it doesn't concern you again. You know, is it just like a caste system? The caste system. Whereby once, you know, it's the old European monarchy, where some people are more equal than others. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Forget about what they say democracy. This song about democracy is what the West uses in order to confuse people, deceive people. Let me give you an example. You know, they had the election in Venezuela. Are you hearing me? Few days back, there was a presidential election in Venezuela. And the president, the incumbent president, Maduro, he won by, I think, 54%. Now, do you know what? United States of America recognizes the opposition candidate, Gonzalez, as Venezuela's president-elect. That is the news, today's news. I'll be yesterday's news. So, because the incumbent president is not the American stooge. He's not representing America's interest in Venezuela. He is serving his people, just like his former boss, late boss, Hugo Chavez. Now, what America did, they have to recognize his opposition, because his opposition, they have empowered him in order to, because let me tell you, Venezuela is has one of the largest crude oil deposits in the world. That's why they are making them, you know, America is suffering the people. They put them under sanction because Hugo Chavez entered there to serve his people. Hugo Chavez is an indigenous Venezuelan, indigenous American. Hugo Chavez. He was a poor boy. He was a shoe shiner. He understood what the people are suffering. But when he entered office, now he disagreed. He turned around from the exploitation of America. Let me tell us. You know, in our age, you say, Ago lori beyoto gologo. When that somebody is rich It means that other people, either he's exploiting some other people, or other people are poorer, one way or the other. That is the world we are in. So, do you see American, the Western imposed democracy? In order to use it to impose on the people who they want, who is representing their interests. That is why, do you see this thing they call them Western imposed democracy? Forget, it's not the pure democracy Republicans that we are originally. Are you hearing me? They are now using it as a weapon. Now, remember what the current first lady, the first lady, Sierra Leonean first lady said, I have played it here on Radio Biafra several times, that Africa is not independent, that they are using this so-called democracy. The big brother is using their so-called democracy in order to impose any person they want on the people. Any person that will represent their way. Look at now, all they are doing is to bring problem in Venezuela. Could they have, they have put Venezuela under sanction. A very rich country. But they turned it, because of their sanctions, they turned Venezuela into nonsense. And they made the people, what they want is internal combustion, so that the people will retaliate. The people will rise up against their government that is saving them. People will rise up. That is what the West, that is what they need. Remember Haiti. Are you hearing me? They turned Haiti into what it is today. So what they do, if you don't accept to serve their interests, instead of serving your people's interests, which Hugo Chavez did, and they killed him. They poisoned him with advanced poison. And he died. They say, oh, he died of cancer. That's it. That's what we hear always. Once you are not serving them, you are not giving America and their allies, the West, 95% of their interests in your country. You are not serving them 95%. Now they will use so-called democracy to disfigure you, to turn the people against you. America recognize somebody else instead of the person that won the election. What are they trying to cause? Civil war. That is it. Before you know, they will arm people. They did it in Cuba. They will arm some Venezuelans, because there are willing tourists everywhere. They will arm some Venezuelans in order to, they say, you are fighting for democracy, to bring democracy. Oh, Maduro is a dictator. These are the things they are using in order to control everywhere. What they want is complete control of Venezuelan oil. That is why I put on my timeline. When I study, I look this world, honestly, people that are telling you rule of law, this and that, that is nonsense. Rule of law is for the weak. Are you seeing what is happening in the Middle East? Are you seeing it? We are a country, we go and invade, attack, commit military invasion on another country. And, is protected by powerful country. So, I give up on this world, honestly. That's why any person that is telling you rule of law, they are maintaining democracy, they are maintaining rule of law, spit on that person. In this world, might is right. I put it on my Facebook timeline. Might is right. There is nothing like rule of law. You see, imagine that it's other country, that any other country that goes and attack another country. Maybe the country is, for example, is not allied with the powerful countries of this world. All hell will break loose. Oh, I say, all hell will break. Immediately, United Nations will convene and condemn it and put sanction and military strike immediately. But it's happening in our Kurukuru. And nothing is happening with impunity. That is why in this world, the might is right. That is why I say we need to restore Biafra. In order to organize ourselves, we restore Biafra and start quietly looking for might. When you are mighty, you are right. Anything you do, you are right. Who will come against you? You are right. Do you see? Human being, the world order is going back to the medieval period. I don't know whether, if I say whether people are understanding me, I don't know. Human being is going back to the era of hunter, early men, where the mighty is the right person. As long as you have muscles, you can fight. Everybody is loyal to you. Human being, this world, human being is going back to the, like ape system of, gorilla style. When you watch National Geographic, you see gorilla family. They have the imposing male. He controls the group. Any person that messes up, he can bash the head of that particular person on the tree, on stone, and nothing will happen. No, every other person will keep quiet. That is where, we say that human being is civilized, is advancing. Human being is going back to Stone Age through their so-called advancement, because there is no more rule of law. No, there is no more sanity in this world. Once you are aligned to the powerful, you can commit anything you want, no problem. You are being protected. If you are powerful, you can do anything you want. You can kill people. The lives of people is nothing again. Look at what they did in Mali. Ukrainian intelligence said they helped the terrorists in order to kill Malians as they are fighting Russian interests. That is the world we are in today. The world of apes, gorilla. There is no more humanity. People, human beings, people are now fighting exclusively for their interests. They don't care lives lost. That is not their problem, as long as they secure their interests. Today, America is supporting a loser, a presidential loser. Now, does it not tell you how they supported Tinubu? Why this country, Venezuela, at least they are still powerful in their own way. That's why they were even able to declare Maduro, that won the election, to be president. Call him dictator, call him. Let me tell you something. Let us not be deceived with this world dictator. Let us not be deceived with this world democracy. All are nonsense. Go to the Middle East. What do you call them? What do you call them? Are they Democrats? Saudi Arabia, is here a democratic country? They are one of the main allies of America. Are they democratic? The answer is no. So it is they are engaged in their own system and they are progressing. And America feel that there is nothing they can do. You see it. Is Kuwait democratic? Are they developed or not? They are. That is their system. Now, you see Venezuela as a case study today, which America is trying, the sanctions they put, the difficulties they put on the people, because Venezuelans are suffering. That's why they, once they tighten up the tap, the world tap, you see Venezuelans scrambling to travel to America illegally. The same way Nigerians are going to Europe and other black Africans. That is the same way mostly Venezuelans, Haitians, they are going to America. They pass through Colombia border, enter Nicaragua, Mexico, now risking their lives in their thousands. Now, but the America will be telling them through their media That the cause of your problem is your president, is a dictator. That is how they act. That is why I say there is no more humanity in this world. Human beings, we are going back to the Stone Age, to ape, to the time of ape, when the Homo erectus. Not during the time of Homo erectus, not when human beings are not yet, have never evoluted to Homo sapiens. That is what we are going back. We are going back to there. Because people, as long as you are powerful, you have power, you can do it, you do it. There is no law restraining you. That is what I'm seeing in this world. As long as you have a power, there is nothing you fear. You do it. It doesn't matter people die. People are dying. It doesn't matter the policies you are getting. People are dying in millions every month, every day. That doesn't concern you. You have the power, you can do it. Any country can go and invade any other country with impunity. And it's okay. It's okay. There is support. It's okay. I give up in this world, honestly. You see, this world they call democracy is a very dangerous world. This word, democracy, that is what they are using in disorganizing people, in taking control of countries. For your information, when they talk about democracy, how many European countries are democratic? How many? It's so to say, the same way they want Nigeria to be democratic. How many European countries are? Do you know that many European countries are monarchies? Do you know that? Spain is a monarchy. Do you know that? United Kingdom is a monarchy. Only that they modeled it the way it suits them. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You have kings. You have people that are born as nobles. Still, in Europe of today, I am telling you, you have Kingdom of Spain. You have Kingdom of Belgium. You have different kingdoms. But they are the people that are telling you, you must be democratic. They modeled it and it works for them. After one king, the same family, he enter. They are like the King of England is above the UK law. The King of England can drive without a license. No person can. If he hits you, you cannot sue him to court because it's above the law. It's above the court. Many people don't know this, but they don't talk about it, do they? They want to impose their own version of democracy. The same democracy that is being imposed today in Venezuela. And America is recognizing the loser of election. Now, they want to insert civil war where thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, will die. Direct. Because Venezuelans have been dying of hunger. They made sure to tighten everything so that nothing goes into Venezuela. Because they want to be in control of Venezuelan oil. That is how evil they are. Oh, America is rich. They are exploiting, ripping other people from all over the world. They are ripping every other human being. People are dying because of them. The same way every other Western country. France, the same. United Kingdom, the same. They are sucking the blood of other people everywhere in the world, stealing. They don't care about lives of people. But it's a democracy, isn't it? I say the world is going back to Stone Age, where there is no more respect to fundamental human rights. America was formed as a country of liberation. They said no, they are not going to go the way of their mother Europe, the old prostitute, the Europe. They don't want to go there. Where now America was formed on the basis of everybody is equal. America, they started as a way to checkmate evil in the world, that they will fight a real evil. But today they have tested colonialism. Remember when they came to Liberia, do you know what happened? America, when they brought the slaves, they deported the slaves to Liberia. Now they saw that Liberia is a place. They took over Liberia. You know what? They started this rubber tree. When rubber tree was the main ingredient, main raw material used in producing plastic and rubber, America confiscated thousands and thousands of hectares of land in Liberia and planted rubber. That was where Firestone tire got their raw material. They don't care about the people. Now, America have tested exploitation of other countries. They saw that what our mother Europe was doing, oh boy, they have tested it and now they are worst. They are worst exploiters everywhere. They have tested it. People that came up in order, they started very good. Checkmating, saying no, the evil in the world, people must have human rights everywhere. People, at least we have rights. People, poor people, poor people, downgraded people should never be in this world. Now America is now championing downgradation, exploitation of people everywhere in the world. That's why they put their puppets. In Cuba, they did the same thing. They inserted, once they start praising you, oh yeah, democracy. No, this country is democracy. They praised the Niger Republic. That Niger Republic was a very democratic country. If America, if the West is praising you, that you are democratic, my brother, go and sit down and check well. You are doomed. You are, if Europeans, Americans, they are praising your country, oh, you are democratic. Before God and man, go and check, you are doomed. People are suffering there. Because they have put their vampire pipe on your country to suck you. That is the way they are. But once they start talking against you, oh, you are a dictator, you know that the government of that country is trying to serve the people. Is it not what they did to Gaddafi? They killed Gaddafi. Gaddafi, for him, there is a dictator. They try to do this to China. Oh, it's a dictatorial government. Oh, they don't allow people to protest. Oh, still killing students. China kept quiet. China was too big for them. You know what? China is too big for them. China kept quiet. And today, they cannot talk to China anyhow. Because among the whole countries, America is only afraid of China. Among the whole countries, China and Russia. China has economic power, potency. They have the population, the manpower. 1.4 billion people is not America is I think either 400 million or 300 and something million only. So China has the manpower. Are you hearing me? China was working quietly. Oh, China is a communist. Bring them down. Oh, they are dictators. They don't want to respect human rights. Look at they are killing their own people. China kept quiet, working tirelessly. If they see you, you come to make a problem in China as a Chinese, you want to bring Western democracy, they kill you or they jail you. They don't care. Because they don't need confusion, somebody that brings confusion in their land. And today you are seeing the real China. You are seeing their hard work is paying off. Don't you see it? The number one economic power, building things that are wonderful, more than anywhere in the West. But are they that do they engage in Western style so-called democracy? The answer is no. They modified their own system. It's a communist country, but after they divide, they modify. Everything can be modified as a human being. Why are you trying to impose your system on others? Why? Why? That is the problem we are suffering in Africa. In Nigeria, that is the problem in Nigeria. Imposition. We want to be like Europeans. Oh boy, Oga, you know be European. You know be American. You are an African. You are an Igbo man. You are an Hausa man. You are a Kanuri. You are a Joe. Are you hearing me? You are Gere. You are not an American. So what works for America must not work for you. That is our logic. That is our debate. Are you hearing me? Why must you impose your system on others? And they will be wobbling with it. You know, you become an eternal teacher. As you are teaching, you are sucking their blood. You go like this, say, no, it's not like that. Okay. You push them, you push Nigerians to import buy electronic reader card. And they bought it. Do you know how many billions of dollars spent? At the end of the day, they say, no, it didn't work. American experts didn't put this and that. Okay, don't worry, next time it will be fixed. All those things are money. They are just playing you, playing us anyhow. Go like this. Another time now, they can discard it and say, no, there is another one that will be good for you Nigerians. You know, just import it. The price is only $12 billion. If you don't have money, we can tell IMF to lend you so that you buy it. They will always put you to the wrong path. They will not allow you to serve your people, to be with your people so that you develop, because they don't want any challenge. They don't want you to come up tomorrow and they manufacture car, you manufacture. They manufacture airplane, you manufacture. They manufacture health equipment, you manufacture. You don't import from them. How now? Why? That is what they don't want. They want you to be dependent on them so that if they talk, you keep quiet. Oh, you go to, where are you going to go to school? I'm going to Harvard. You come to them, to their school to study. Are you hearing me? And after, if you are a best brain, they take you there. They exploit you. They will take you by force with money. Are you hearing me? So that everything will be will be dependent on them. Dependency on them. That is how they put this world. They don't want you to just be independent, even reason. Independent of reason. They don't want it. They want you to be dependent on them. So that anything you call them, Oga America, Oga Britain, what thing we go do now, this situation? They will say, okay, don't worry. We'll send you experts to study the situation. In that you pay. They don't do anything for free. You pay. That is what they want. Do you see the world we are in now? Where might is right. It's not about conscience or reason or rule of law. Rule of law is for the poor people. Rule of law is for the population. If there is rule of law, George Bush wouldn't have concocted the documents to go and invade another country, Iraq. And after what happened? Everything went like that, and he's enjoying himself. I don't know whether he has a house in, I think, either in Kenya or in South Africa, Kalahari Desert, or Serengeti, sorry. He's farming Serengeti, enjoying himself. You don't care. Do you see? But he shed blood. That is the world we are in. A world where might is right. That is why our main purpose is to restore. Because in Nigeria, we can never have might. Oh. Are you hearing me? In Nigeria, no might. Go to Nigerian military page on social media. Nigerian military, their page, their social media page. You will see them boasting with the imported, Second and First World War aeroplanes, imported from America, imported from Poland. armored vehicles that are imported from Ukraine, for the, uh, antiquities. Tucano, this super Tucano that is running in Nigeria, America have removed it from their military fleet. I don't know. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is a fact. American military no longer use Tucano because it is outdated. So they have is what Nigeria used to boast with. That is what America wants. So that you are not boasting on what you produce. You are not boasting on what you can do. You are boasting on what America can give you, on what the West can give you. That is how they want countries to be situated. That is the condition they want for Nigeria. But we Biafrans want to be independent, whereby we will suffer, yes, but we will come out and be productive. Where we will see, human resources as our number one God-given resources. Not when they tell you, say, which resources do you have in your country? You say, we have crude oil, we have magnesium, we have sulfur. No. We have gas. No. The first resource God gives to a country is their human beings, their people. That is when we are going. If we restore Biafra now, we will claim back our resources. And our number one resource is what? Human. We human beings. We that have brain. Now we will make use of our brain in order to produce. We now start seeking power, might. Because once you are mighty, you are right. Anything you do, every other person will say, thank you, sir, you are right. Who will challenge you? That is the world we are in. That is the world of 21st century, which the West is pushing everybody. You will see genocides committed against Biafrans. It doesn't matter. Britain we veto on it. It will never be discussed on international level. That is where might is right. We have nobody. We are orphans. We clamor, we cry here and there. No. Who hears our voice? Do they care? Do they care? They tell you that stay in Nigeria, stay there. Your diversity is your strength. The unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. That is what foreigners are telling us. And these are people that signed the Westphalian sovereignty to respect sovereign countries. But they are imposing on us that our unity, the unity of one Nigeria is non-negotiable. What is happening today? This so-called protest, which we are not part of. Are you hearing me? That we are not part of is exposing many things. Not exposing because we know it is there. Look at their protest. Without Igbo, Nigeria protest is nonsense. I will be proud to say it. People that are, whether you are listening to me from Nasarawa, whether you are hearing my voice as a caliphate from Jigawa, I don't care. What I'm telling you, without Igbo, without Biafrans, your protest is nonsense. You are joking. You are jokers. Look at people in the north. They are protest. They are going to loot. Well, they say they are hungry. They will go and open one warehouse and break it and start invading shops of Biafrans. And that is their protest. There is no seriousness. Without the Biafrans, without the Igbo, your protest is nonsense, it's nothing. I'm panting you. That is it. And that is why we are not going to take part. As Mazi and say, we are just watching. We will act as a hyena. We are watching. Whether anything can come out, which we see there is nothing. Nothing comes out. What is bringing out is Igbo phobia. Nigeria is united on dealing with Igbos. What brings peace in Nigeria? Anytime there is confusion, their peace will be the killing of Igbophobia. And I say, in this 21st century, tell me a country that are openly, you know, sideline or discriminating openly people based on their ethnicities, ethnic profiling. Tell me any other country in this world that are doing it openly in their political campaigns, in anything they are doing. They are, stereotyping, profiling one ethnic group openly, even on social media. Their political class are doing it, and nothing is happening. No action is being taken, even by the international community. Tell me any country. Only in Nigeria. Igbophobia. That is Igbophobia. Are you hearing what I'm saying? In America, if there is a way, if you ethnically profile a black person by a white, call him a nigger, you can go to jail. Even in UK, you go to jail. But in our land, in Nigeria, they use Igbophobia. The Igbos are endangered species. I think I saw it as a barrister, our barrister, erudite barrister, Ejiofor. He said it. Let me try to see whether I can get it. Yes. Igbos have truly become endangered species, even under their political leaders, by Sir Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Do you see them? Now, tell me, and nothing is happening. Do you know what brought the Rwandan genocide in 1994? Is this type of thing. Ethnic profiling of a people. Now, do you know, after the genocide, do you know now it is against the law for a Rwandan to address a fellow Rwandan as a Hutu or a Tutsi based on their tribe? Do you know it is against their law? If they hear it in your mouth, they take you, go to jail, they arrest you. They arrest you, become arrested and taken to court and jailed. Do you know why? Because it's a country. They found the source of their problem. They had a problem. And they don't want to go there again. And they say, okay, we stay together. We have been together. Because in Rwanda, this issue of Hutu and Tutsi, it was, it was brought up to the limelight by the colonial powers, Belgium and France. When they Europeans, how they conquer everywhere is division, divide and conquer. When they colonize Rwanda, Rwandans, they have their ethnic division. We are so thin and even almost non-existent because their intermarriage from centuries and millennium blurred their ethnicity or ethnic lines. Yeah, we are one people. Are you hearing me? Yes, there are Hutus, Tutsis, or Kikuyu. There is nothing like ethnicity there because all of them married each other. This one married the other. So, you know what? The Europeans now came. And do you know what they did? They said, no, these people here is too peaceful. If we leave them and they got independence like this, they will have no problem. They will develop. Now they start favoring one tribe. Now start promoting one tribe. You know, Europeans, they are very smart. They will come to a place, they set imbalance. They will bring up, imbalance in a place so that the people will continue wobbling. Where there is no problem, they will try to find a problem to put there. That is what you are seeing today in Sahel, Africa. In sub-Saharan Africa, in Sahel. The West is using these Islamic terrorists, going down even up to Mozambique, going to central and southern part of Africa. They have done it in Central Africa. The situation there is volatile. only saved by Russia. The people they went to Russia. Otherwise, the European they work. Let me tell you, Europeans work. The West in general, they work hand in hand with Islamic terrorists. I am saying it openly. It's truth. It's fact. Wherever you see Islamic terrorists, the West work with them. They work with them. They are now, they inflict now. The modern thing now is they inflict West Africa with their Islamic jihadism, working with them. So that if you don't agree, if any government, any sub-Saharan Africa does not agree with, try to shake head against the policy of the Western policy. Now they will open door for jihadism, Islamists to come in. They will arm them. They will bring them in, and they will try to scatter your country. That is how they behave. So in Rwanda, the Europeans, the French, and the Belgians, they set up imbalance. They favored once they don't even know. I think they say once they see that your face is oblong, you have a oblong face, not round. Now they call you are Hutu. They favor some people. They carry power, favors, they are treating some people with favor more than others. So that the other people now will feel, we feel cheated. And they now be fighting each other. That is what they put there. It's the Europeans that put this. You see the Hutu see this and that. Is the Europeans that put it there. And they carry power put in one side, setting up complete imbalance. Are you hearing me? So they allow this so that you will be killing each other. Now they will come as referees, as peacemakers. As they are coming, they are now exploiting your resources, and you'll be thanking them. Whereas they are the cause of your problem at the first time. Ndia Diego, Ndia Diego. I don't know the politics of their traveling, the age of discovering Europe. They channeled it with their politics. I mean, with their political class. That is the best thing that happened to Europe. Had it been they started moving around, for example, they organize even their traveling. At the first time, during the age of discovery, people will travel. Their criminals will travel because the troublemakers in Europe that time, 15th century, troublemakers, killers, they will try to encourage them to go and find out in another part of the sea if there is anything there. Maybe they brainwash them that you can go there and find something good, so that to eliminate them. And all of a sudden, they started traveling to the horizon. Many of them perished, and many of them reached the shore. And after they saw things, they brought back riches. Now, when they brought back riches, their government that time controls everything now. As they come back now, their government enters inside and say, okay, we are going to be sponsoring people now. We are going to be making it, organize tours and adventures. Government will put money. So that now people will be going, you come back, you report to the government. That is how they started colonialism. Now, when they go, they started seeing different people. Many of them perished on the sea. Now, when they reach, some of them will reach, and some of them, then when they come back, they now give reports to the government. Say, look at what we see in one land, this and that. They say, So this now government will organize it more, put organization, put more ships, and it becomes now a government-controlled affair. It's not about going to get riches and coming back only for yourself. Like the way we travel, we are scattered everywhere. Everybody is hustling on his own. That time, it was controlled by their governments. Are you hearing me? Do you see their level of understanding and the governance? Today, we are scattered everywhere because we have no government. No control. Nothing. Anything you do, you get money for you and your family. That time it was not completely like this. Because it was government. Now, sometime now, when they go, they saw that, oh, they'll bring back report that there are these people, they don't have too much military power. Now, government will send them with military equipments, with military, go and fight with those people, with missionaries, preach to them, soften them. Now, before they will know, you take over, kill them, and take over their land, and be in charge. That is what they started doing. Do you see? That is it. So, whenever they come to a place, they come to Nigeria, the worst part is Nigeria is that they put people that are not supposed to be, we don't have business being together as a country. The climate is not the same. From north to south, it's not the same. The food is not the same. Language not the same. Religion not the same. Tradition and culture very far, not the same. Whereas the northerners, they were facing the east, that is Middle East. We didn't know anything about the Middle East. We didn't know anything about Islam or Middle East, no. But the Hausas, when I call the Hausas, I mean the northerners because they are the majority. But we have other minority tribes in the north more than in the south. They have been studying in Arabic for many centuries before the coming of the Europeans in Nigeria, in that entity which they formed as Nigeria. Do you know that? That is why in Naira today, they write, for example, if they write 100 Naira, they use Hausa to write it in Arab because that is what Arab was what they were learning with. If they write Naira bill, they write it using Arab. They call it Ajami. That is what our people used to see and say, oh no, they are Islamized. No, because they put you with the people that you have no business being together with. They study in Arabic, even many, if not up to 1,000 years before the white men came. They have been studying in Arab, the Hausas and the Northerners, many Northern tribes. So what the write-up they know is Arabic. That is why in Naira they write it in English and they write also in Arabic. But the Arabic they write is Hausa. They're using Arabic to write Hausa, just like using English alphabet to write Igbo. Abeche. Abeche is not Igbo alphabet. Are you hearing me? Abeche is English language, but we Igbonize it. So in the case of Hausas, it's called Ajame. Ajame. Using Arab to write Hausa. Because if they didn't write it in Arabic, Hausas, the Northerners cannot read it. They don't know whether it's 10 Naira because they cannot read the English alphabet. Do you see the thing? That is different countries in one country. And the British, they give kudos to Frederick Lugard. That's why they made him Lord. They crown him Lord. Sir Frederick Lugard, Lord Lugard. Because he did something great, bringing them this good fortune. Frederick Lugard have died long ago, but they respect him because he made them to gain access to something they couldn't have gained access to. Had it been we are not joined together as one country, Britain will not have the type of access they have. They will be doing business with us, but in win-win situation, on equal basis. Are you hearing me? After all, Britain does business with Japan. Britain does business with India. Britain does business with other countries, even with Spain, with Italy, but they do it normal business, just like when you go to market. You have your money. You want to buy, for example, you want to buy a fan. You go to the shop. You ask a fan how much. He tell you, you say, please reduce. You say, no, it's 1,000 Naira. You say, please, I have 600. You people come to conclusion, say, okay, bring 8. That is you yourself, you make gain. You gain the fan for you, you are satisfied. The fan seller also made gain because maybe he will gain maybe 100 naira or 200 naira. It's a win-win situation. But Britain didn't like it like that. The West, they don't like doing business like that. They want to come to steal, just like when you go to the market. You don't have money, but you want to steal. You steal somebody's goods. It's the same thing they are doing. So what they do, any country they enter, they try to find a way to cause confusion, to cause to disrupt the equilibrium there. That is why they formed Nigeria in a tripod, which is unnatural. A country shouldn't be found on tripod. A country should be found on 360 degrees pillar wall, not on tripod, because tripod is very easy to upset the equilibrium. It's very easy. Just remove one stand, and that is what they did in Nigeria. So that is why they now bring this Igbophobia. Every problem, look at protests that even we are saying we don't want. IPOB made statement right from beginning. We are not part of any protest to save Nigeria. We are not part of any protest in order to put end bad governance in Nigeria, because it cannot end. Bad governance can never end. Nigeria is unfixable. Are you hearing me? So now they turned it into Igbophobia, into Igbo profiling. Let me play for you what a woman. It's a Yoruba woman. I put it on my timeline. Jonas Raphael. I put it on my timeline, Facebook. What a Yoruba woman experienced. They thought she's an Igbo woman in Lagos. Listen.
Only for us to get to this place, where the boys were telling us, what you come to do here? You, Igbo, you came to the Bala to do this. He was threatening me.
Do you see? They are talking, not knowing, because maybe the woman, they thought he resembled an Igbo woman. Maybe he's fair in complexion, or they just thought he's an Igbo woman. That's what they thought. So they were threatening her. Oh, Igbo, you come to Yoruba land, you come to Lagos go back to your land. Igbo must go. And we love it. Igbo must leave Nigeria. We must leave. That is what we are clamoring. This thing, Igbo must leave Nigeria. Not only Lagos, we must leave Nigeria. That is it. So they stereotyped him, because it is what they do. They are being sponsored by politicians. When political class, we openly on national television, we talk, stereotype, profile Igbos. What do you think? Is it a mistake? No, the answer is no. Listen, continue listening.
What you come to do here? You, Igbo, you came to the Bala to do this. He was threatening me. Even if I'm Igbo, am I not in Nigeria? Am I not in Nigeria? Even if I'm Igbo.
No, Igbo is not a Nigerian. That is it. That is the reality. You know, our people are trying to force ourselves. We are not Nigerians. The woman is saying, even if I'm Igbo, am I not a Nigerian? The answer is no. Do you remember during the election, presidential election last time, 2023? Do you remember a Benin girl also crying out in Lagos? He said she was prevented from voting because they say she's an Igbo. He said, what? So any non-Yoruba is an Igbo. That is not Igbo, is a Benin. They prevented her from voting. Even they did the same thing to some Yorubas, thinking that they are Igbos. Once they see you, maybe you look somehow, maybe fair in complexion a bit. Now they say you are an Igbo. The woman is asking, he said, even if I'm Igbo, am I not a Nigerian? The answer is, no, you are not a Nigerian if you are Igbo. These Igbos must go. It must be our topic till thy kingdom come. No, Igbos must go, not only from Lagos, but from Nigeria. Have you ever had, since you were born, have you ever had where they do Igbo must go in Cameroon? I'm saying Igbo must go. they profile Igbos. No, it never happened. It never happened. But in Nigeria, it's all these things that are happening. How can you be in a country whereby in Lagos they tell you it's not your land? You, as a Nigerian, you have the right, as a law-abiding citizen with your legitimate business, you can live anywhere you want, you can afford, you want, anywhere. Fulani normally have the right to live anywhere, but what we are against is the Fulani headsmen and the federal government using Nigerian status to give them free land, which they don't do to any other person, any other set of people. That is what we are, so that people don't misunderstand us when we are talking. Nigerian government, they are using Nigerian government state apparatus in order to capture lands by force, like they did in Enugu. They are doing in Enugu right now. They will use Nigerian military to confiscate lands of indigenous population and give it to the Fulani. That is what we can never accept. But as a, let's say as a Nigerian, you have the right to go and live anywhere. If for example, the people are selling land, you can afford to buy, you buy your land, you build your house if you want, or you rent a house. You have no problem with anybody. Is it not what we have been saying? Fulanis that are doing their business in our land, they don't have no legitimate businesses. They don't have no problem with us. We don't have problem with them. They rent their houses, they do their normal businesses, no problem. But what we don't accept, we can never tolerate is using your private business like cow rearing, and you are damaging other people's businesses, farm. We don't accept it. Or confiscating people's farm, people's lands, and giving it to them like that, free. No, we don't, because there is no place we can go. Maybe we confiscate land and take it by force in the north. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So what is good for the geese is also good for the gander. But when you are treating the geese one way and you are treating the gander another way, that is, you are calling for pieces. No peace. When you say peace and tranquility, you can never get it. Where there is no where there is no justice, you can never get peace. Because peace is the byproduct of justice and equity. Very simple. Now, continue listening to the woman.
Is that a threat? There is no any security personnel there around us. None of them is there. They are far back behind us here. They are far back behind us here. They are here. We don't see any of the security personnel. So they want things to happen.
Say Nigerian security, police, and military were there. And they are threatening them that they are Igbos. You people should go. We will kill all of you, you Igbos. Tell me where you have been, where a country you will be hearing this type of thing. Ethnic profiling against one tribe, one ethnicity. And everywhere is quiet. Tell me. What is our position in Nigeria? What are we doing in Nigeria? Suffering all this. When do you think it will end? Now, what they will do, the people that sponsors this, they will come and say, no, forget, leave everything, is hoodlums, this and that. It's life from the pit of hell. And the Igbos, they will forget, they will keep quiet. Now, another 2 or 3 years election, they will disenfranchise you, disenfranchise the Igbos, and call you Igbos, go, this and that. They will destroy your properties, burn your properties, and vandalize your goods. Another politician will come and say, no, forget, don't worry. It is a cycle. It will continue like that. Is that what we are in this world for? Is that what we are in this world for? Let us think. This world, we didn't escort people to this world. We come to this world like other people. Why should we be suffering like this? You see some people, when they give you any person that lives in the north, that's one thing I see. No person, I have never seen an Igbo man being a friend or any person I hear that lives in the north and came back and start telling you good news about how he stayed there. He will tell you, say, na management too. Several times I nearly escaped death. Some they burn their properties, they burn their houses or burn their shops. And I continue wondering. I say, but all these things are happening to us there in the north. But our people are still going there, still staying there managing. God, they're going now, but what is all this? What is it? Sometimes now, what is this? Why do we choose to be so deadly stubborn to our detriment? Well, a time comes in somebody's life and we think and say, nah, you're ordering too much. Nah, let me go. Meet people that have stayed in the north. I never lived there. I just visit there, go on some business and come back. 2-3 days, come back. Nothing more. Because right from time, our father, he gave us the story of what the war, before the war, and how he put it right from tender age. That these people, they don't love us so. So that is the thing. It's what switched me off. I hate that side. Even if it is flowing with milk and honey, I don't like it. Right? It's not because of IPOB. Right from time, I hate it. So all these things that are happening to our people, immediately after the war, our people went back without their brain. You know, people that are wholesomely sentimental is very bad. People that are sentimental, they are easy to deceive. Because once you touch that their sentiment, finish, they flare up. Now they will lose their sense of reason and finish. You do with them anyhow you want. Once they recognize themselves, they come back. You apologize to them with a hypocritical apology. You give them biscuits, give them carrots, and they forget. They start laughing with you. Remember, former governor of Kaduna State, he said, Fulani, they don't forget. They can pretend to forget, but they don't forget, even if the 100 years, that anything you do them, you pay back. That is these are political people. People that are organized, socially political. Our own is kill somebody's mother. When they fall and they kill your mother. You cry. They will come and pretend they are crying with you. Say, oh, I'm sorry now. Before you know, they quote your Bible for you. No, God say, forgive your enemies now. Just forgive. It's okay. And you see the person, he start laughing. Mumu followed the person that killed his mother. And he start, because he say, don't worry, I'll put you in a business, you make money. And he will forget because he have touched your sentiment. You forget. Before you know, he will allow you to grow up fat. He will kill you. That is how we are. We are wired as a people. But IPOB is trying to change all these things in our head. That is why we always go to religion. Because any person, let me tell you, let me say it here. Any person that is against our, expose on religion, it doesn't matter the post you hold on IPOB, I don't have any respect for you. I am saying it. You lose my respect direct. I don't care. Because people don't understand or they are mischievous about what this religion have done to us in our brain. It's the most cobweb used against us, tying our heads, our mentality. Is this not what they said to Mazi? There's several times they have proposed. Because these religious people, they come with blackmail. That is the only thing they come with. When I have a live debate with one person, he doesn't talk, no point, only you are going to upset people, all of us are contributing to this struggle, so many people, that is only where they contribute. Once you are contributing, yes. But let me ask, are you contributing for only my Igbo? Say, I know, okay, because you talk against my Jesus, I no longer contribute. So okay, hey, say stop. Many now more now if you want us to continue in that quagmire, we continue. Come about the Fulham. You want to be? Are you going to be better slave than me? All of us, I now there. What we are doing is not for our privacy or our private interest. No. If it is our private interest, what am I getting? Instead, I'm putting every time on IPOB. I'm putting every time I'm putting. No single dime I get from IPOB. So all this blackmail, hey, don't think people that are contributing, they will stop. If you want to stop, stop. All of us, we go to petition now. We continue moving into nonsense. Or is it only me? So this threat does not have any hold any water. If you don't want to fight for your liberation, stop. Don't leave it. Don't do. Are you doing Mazi Jonathan? Or are you doing against Mazi Chinasamoru? Okay, you are doing because I am Biafra. Oh, when this you are blackmail on a black, you know the work. Because a born now you sabi. Island on Motala Mohammed Airport. Igbo. The same name. I only own how to can wangle out. Haranka de Zawa sa move move. We can I name our generations coming. We continue being slaves. So these people should not be threatening with hey, don't stop attacking this. It will make people not to contribute. I got to contribute to. I don't want to use F word. I remember till 200 years. I want my continue. Or some more. Or more in a yemni. Amamonio. Imonium. Amamonio. In a yemni. Yaineme was selfless acts for our collective interest. But when you now start bringing blackmail, they tried it on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu several times. When you listen to his past broadcasts, people will call, oh, I love what you are doing, but first Biafra, leave religion. Don't talk about religion. Otherwise, you stop. We here, we are contributing. I have somebody called, they say he's a pastor from Sweden. I have people that are even non-Biafrans. They are Swedish. They are Christians. They are they want to help us. So if you are talking against them, against the religion, it's not going to go well. They will always blackmail. They don't want to talk about the truth. If that's the case, why didn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, politicians? One time, Rochas Okorocha wanted to finance this millions of dollars. Finance IPOB and be in charge. Why didn't he accept? If it is only finance, you give condition. You will blackmail. Don't talk about it. And then contribution. If you cannot deal with the truth, F off. A born no mapo, ineme Mazi Chinedu mban. The life name your name. A born I know all of us or quiet. Each put container now Nigeria. Give with Sanusi Lamido. Meya. No as Beka okay. You understand? Anytime you come out, carry your latest Lexus Jeep. Come on, one useless Fulani with gun. We carry say stop there. On your money. Give me money, otherwise I kill you. A military officer. That is not worthy to. I in or quite in China suffer. Or someone. So who are you going? Blackmail. Who are you doing blackmail for? Let us grow above this. If we are doing this, let us do it with all our hearts. Are you hearing me? Because I'm sick and tired of people coming to talk rubbish, garbage. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm not all those things. Yeah, it doesn't matter you respect me or die immediately. Why gonna spam? Why gonna garbage? because you are not worthy. This is what they have been telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he resisted them. He told them, he said, look, there is no way we can talk about Biafra without talking about religion. These are two things that go together. Without it, he don't want to restore a country of superstitious, mumbo jumbo set of idiotic human beings. He said it several times. So why should we run away from it? Look at how the Igbophobia. Is it not all of us? Is it not all of us? Is it not all of us? Look at the Igbos. Okay. Igbos are Christians. Okay. All this Igbophobia. How many Christian countries have come to defend you? Say, no, leave my people. These are my Christian brothers. Have Italy reacted? The answer is no. What of Britain, that is your Christian brother? Did they react? He wants you to be killed. Why can't you think? You need this Igbophobia. These protests have turned out to be Igbophobia. And the Igbos must go. Not only from Lagos, but from Nigeria. We must make it trend. Igbos must get out of Nigeria. Because we are sick and tired of this their nonsense. The only problem is that people on the all these things. Corner. They don't many of them never can know here. Illegitimate sometimes they say, nah, always happen only on a tower area. Only on a tower area. But we must continue because it is something that we have engaged. So let us understand that Nigeria is not for us. To get might, to get right, you must be mighty. And we cannot be mighty in Nigeria. Do you hear me? You cannot be mighty in Nigeria. We can only be mighty when we are in charge of our lives. This woman, they thought that is an Igbo woman. In Lagos, he's a pure Yoruba woman. He talked to her name. Let me finish it up.
People, they will not come. They will not say they had bad government people. They've started in Ojota. Is that what they want? That is why we want to go to the commissioner of police here and tell him, if you are here to protect us, we will not stay back. And let us be treated by the state unions, the state sponsors us, that he said threatening us. It's threatening life. He said, "Ọmọ Igbo, kí ló wọ́n ṣe níbí báyìí? Ọmọ tó ná gbogbo yín lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan." My name is Funmi-Jolade Ajayi. And even though if I'm Ọmọ Igbo, am I not a Nigerian? Am I not a taxpayer? When does it become a crime to protest in Nigeria?
You see it. She's a Yoruba woman. She's a pure Yoruba woman, but stereotyped. If it is another country, same country, all those people will be arrested. But lo and behold, in Nigeria, it is part of Nigerian politics. Stereotyping the Igbos is what keeps Nigeria going. The lifeblood of Nigeria is stereotyping the Igbos. But let me tell you, Igbos must go. When I talk about Igbos, Biafra, because if you are a Joe, you think in the same Lagos, if you want to, they will call you Omo Igbo. Is it not the Benin lady and her husband that they called the Igbo during they disenfranchised her in Lagos during the presidential election? And she was shouting, "No, I no be Igbo, Bini. Before you can start, they disenfranchise her. Before, if it is killing, they will kill her." So when we talk about Igbo, is all of us. Ejo, Efiko, Ibibio, all of us are the same. Because our enemies call us the same thing. It is only when they want to play pranks, as they used to do, they will now say, "Ah, no, you are Bayasan, you are Ikwere, you are a reverse man," and they give you a name. Because of sentiment, the name stuck. The name enters your head. Any name they give you, it enters your head. Reverse man, oh, Deltan, you're a Deltan. And you say, "No, from today I'm Deltan." No, what is your tribe? I'm Deltan now. I'm reverse man. Because of sentiment, they know that you are sentimental. That's why anything they give you, you take, just like a small picking, a bingo. If you buy a dog, any name you give him, he collect because he don't have a mind of his own. That is the way they see us. Radio Biafra, we are here in order to restore our mindset. Remove sentiment. Remove sentiment. Igbos must go from Nigeria, not only from Lagos. Igbos must go from Lagos. Let it be our mantra. Igbos must go from Nigeria. Because that is what we are clamoring for. Because we are not part of Nigeria. During election, they disenfranchise us in Lagos. They say, go to your land. In the north, the same thing. They vandalize our shops. That is what they are looking at. Vandalization. I am asking our brothers in the north, mostly, think back home. Think like a reasonable human being. Life is greater than riches. This thing, we have been saying it for so long. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been saying this for so long. Here on Radio Biafra, I will continue it. Life is more better than riches. What happened to our people after 1970? They rushed. Oh, I didn't know. I don't know the type of mentality our people have. After suffering 1966, suffering the brutal genocidal war, all of them, everybody went back to the north. Without not going there or say with brain, no, without brain. They go there, they went there, they start building skyscrapers, building, castles, establishing Nokano Shara. It's very, very bad. When you think of what happened to you during the war, you should at least have some sense and say, look, I will go there to look for money, but my brother, I will be putting everything in our home. After all, Dangote is making money in Biafra land. Why didn't he have any warehouse in Igbo land? Why? Why don't you ask yourself why? After you say no, these people they don't know. If we are before, I was thinking we are deceived with many mantras that I won't mind here. Oh, Igbo sense. No. Or we imagine that Dangote is an Igbo man. Before God the man, every of his investment, or most of them, will be in outside Igbo land. But look at Dangote. They didn't have anything in Igbo land. The answer is no. Instead, he will use they use his trailers to be transporting Islamic militant jihadists to our land. That is the economic importance of Dangote to us. No factory in our land. I say, look at ordinary Okorocha. Schools he build, things he build in the north. Look at Obi or ShopRite, Abuja. Different other places they build in the north. Some you might not know that they are the owners of all those things in the north. All those establishments. You will not know. That is for all these Igbo rich men and the slave. But we call these other people saying and they are on the back without knowing that I am on the back with me. I may be to back with me. Now I don't think of tomorrow. I beg it's a very bad life. Let me play for you what Tinubu said. The statement, the protest he did during his own time as opposition, during his own time as a non-president. Listen what he said.
Make it better for themselves, for their comfort. The opportunity to make things better for us. They make it better for themselves, for their comfort and their families. Cronyism is prevailing. Today, our rulers in Abuja and across some of their
our rulers. Today he is the ruler, but that time our rulers. Listen, talk is cheap now. Listen.
state. You know what they say? to us when they remove subsidy and we say no. Hunger is increasing, they say, so what? Unemployment is a cause, they say, yes, we know. Why are the people hungry is then let them face death. That is what is in Abuja of today. The current way of governance, make nation building impossible. What it does, it makes poverty and the erosion of just society inevitable. We have gathered at this hour in this place to put an end to the national corruption and corruption. We have assembled here today to bring a new day and a new Nigeria to our people. Today, the Nigerian people are decent and hardworking people. They are equally long suffering. They tolerate for too long. Just because they are long suffering does not mean they should be forced to suffer until death comes. We, our people, we've had enough of excuses. Our people have had enough of having nothing. The current government's trademark is to throw empty words, all action at our problem, as if doing nothing will cause our troubles to live for sheer boredom. Unemployment increases. Industrialization, we have not. Refinery, nothing is working. Electricity, they lie. If this is the government of, if this is the government's idea of transformation, and we have none of it, we should not have any of it. Because before, we say the government of slow motion. Now, it is the government of no motion at all. If they want to stand still at the bus stop or train station and be stagnated without poverty, they have the right to do so. And we have a right to kick them out. Not enough that they are stealing from our children tomorrow for lack of investment in education. They are still embezzling the retirement benefit of hardworking Nigeria, including our grandfathers. They are stealing the port, the treasury, not even leaving some coins for us to war with.
Do you see the trend in Nigeria? That's why, excuse me. That's why I always disagree with people that say, no, the government is the problem. Nigeria, the government is the problem. No, I disagree with you. The Nigeria is the problem. It's not the government. Which government is going? Look at the nice statements he made in a protest a few years back before he became the president, castigating. But today, he's worse than ever, isn't he? Anybody that is coming to tell you, no, let us kick this government out and bring another one, it will be better. He is living in cloud cooker land. The problem of Nigeria is Nigeria itself. The way Nigeria is made. Nigeria is not supposed to be a country. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Nigeria is not supposed to be a country. But Britain did it, made it, forced different people with different value, not only different, but opposing value system. You know what it means, opposing value system? It's just like putting Afghanistan as part of America. Just carve out, bring Afghanistan today, join it as part of United States of America. Now, tell me how there will be progress. It cannot work. It cannot work because their values are totally not only different but opposing to each other. This one does not want the other one. The other one does not want the other one. So we must balkanize Nigeria to save life. This is what I'm saying. And another thing trending, you see in Kano State, the people, they are marching, the protesters there, they are marching with a Russian flag, openly, Russian flag, calling on Putin, Vladimir Putin, to come and help them. In the north, openly, Russian flags everywhere. In Kano, Sahara reporters put it before, but before it could be copied, I know they were called. Calls came from I mean, they got calls from the high echelon, from above, and they pulled down the thing immediately because they say, this one, another thing altogether. Another thing altogether. And when you go to Babangida's X page, you'll be seeing what he's writing, and you will understand that this thing is heading somewhere. But what we are warning our people, mostly in the north, if you can, don't say because you will die because of your property there. You die, and that property goes, you still lose it. You lose your life and you lose your property. So it's better you save your life. Are you hearing me? Because this thing might be heading somewhere else. You have been seeing it right from beginning. So we hear calls for wisdom. Wisdom. We are nothing mega. In my side, nothing mega. I know how to handle my people. Agi Ironsi said the same thing. Are you bigger than Agi Ironsi? Agi Ironsi, he was a general, a merited general. But that Igbo man disease deceived him. Because Igbo man, here now, what he's seen is that 10 meters perimeter. 10 meters perimeter. Oh, Igbo man now. Nothing make everywhere. I there for ground here now. I mean there for ground. What are you telling me? I was thinking nothing make. Again, you don't see. You have confidence, overconfidence that kills a monkey. So we are calling our people in the north to please listen to the voice of reason. Again, Bolata, even this evening, Bolata and the begging. It was at least Hageto. Are you hearing me? Because our people are stubborn. They foolishly stubborn. Our people. They are, I say, call somebody now. Maybe in Zungeru. I was thinking, no, don't worry. Here, I did here now since how many years? So I will say, well, so good. I know how to manage. No way. That time I'm chop na yolu. I say, hey, how go before in a chop yolu. That is how our people behave. Very stupidly stubborn. Nah, they're in charge. No problem. Whereas that problem gabiari here. So our people should understand that we are endangered species in Nigeria. That is why we are doing what we are doing. We are endangered species. Igbos have truly become endangered species, even under their political leaders by Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire. This is it. In a recent, let me just read a bit. In a recent viral video, Right Honorable Benjamin Carlo, the Deputy Speaker of Nigeria House of Representatives, stated Igbo should sit at home and not join the bad governance protest because they will be slaughtered if they participate. If our politicians are even talking like this, you know that even who will protect you now? They will be slaughtered. And what matters to them is their money, what they are getting, them, their family. After all, Jesus said, so what they get. God don't butter their bread. So why should they care for you? This is the piteous, very piteous situation we are in. And it's a pity that people like you and I are the ones that are carrying this in our shoulders. People that are genuinely in this struggle. That is why it pains me if somebody will come and be using religious sentiment, comparing it now, stop talking on this. Otherwise, people that are paying. Which kind of paying? Are you paying for me? Stop making. I don't even want to hear this. Any person that wants to, after all, some people stop, say, I don't know. Mazi, I'm the kind, let him come out before I start. All of us, if we stop like that, then no be so. So people should stop giving excuses. If you want to stop, don't stop giving excuse. If you stop, you want to stop. That's it. If you want to stop contributing, it's not all those excuses are flimsy. You want to establish in it. Biafra is not your religion. That is the thing. So let us, if we know all these things, that we are endangered species in a country that we should be calling our own country with pride. But we are not in there. So why should all these flimsy excuses be coming? Why? Let us have critical thinking, please. Let us reason critically to understand that we are endangered species. Whether you are Christian, onye omenala, onye omenelu, onye omenikuku, onye omenoko, it doesn't matter. We are all endangered species. So we must fight together in order to remove ourselves from this mess. It's a must. M-U-S-T. If you have malice that, you are this religion are talking against the Omenala, or your Omenala talking against, and you remove yourself, you will still perish. You are in danger. You are helping in endangering every one of us. So whether you like it or not, we must fight together. I say, capital M-U-S-T. We must fight together in order to remove ourselves from this mess. Your excuse doesn't matter. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people can call in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
This thing not that good, oh.
Lie, lie,
I say it not good, oh.
lie, lie,
This thing not that good, oh.
lie, lie.
No one knows tomorrow. Oh yes. Oh yeah, make na open on our ear. Hear this one. This one now for EEDC. Oh. EEDC won't defraud Southeast with exorbitant electricity bill with no adequate power supply. On top the matter be say, they no go give prepaid meter to their customers, but them go give illegal high estimated bills. They no want know if lights day or no day. Instead of them to fix them, they go force people to pay the bills where they no use, or them go cut the lights. I wonder how communities go use contribute money, buy their own power transformer, buy electricity cables, and yet pay huge amount of money to this Obodo Naija corrupt EEDC, but they no go gree connect or bring the lights. Even when they dismantle to repair community transformers wey spoil, they no go repair or return it to the communities. This issue don tire people o. Anambra State Governor Soludo, im don pay 100 billion naira to Emeka for an EEDC. This matter dey under agreement to provide light o, 24 hours light o. But from March 2023 until now, Anambra State still dey for darkness. Emeka don frustrate other companies wey wan give us light. The koko be say EEDC na the reason why Southeast no dey develop. This thing no dey good o.
Lie, lie,
I say e no good o.
lie, lie,
This thing no dey good o.
lie, lie.
No one knows tomorrow.
Invest in agriculture. Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media, IPOB Call to Action, Biafran's Return to Farming, Invest in Agriculture. Have you ever paused to question the importance of self-sufficiency in food production, food self-sufficiency, or the ability of a nation to feed its own people from its own resources? plays a pivotal role in securing a country's future. It's more than just filling our bellies. It's about nourishing our economy, our workforce, and our independence. Imagine being at the mercy of external sources for your daily bread. It's like a constant game of tug-of-war at where your sustenance is the rope. Any moment the balance could tip and you'd be left scrambling for resources. This reliance could pose potential threats to national security and economic stability. Outsourcing our food needs puts us in a vulnerable position, susceptible to price hikes, supply chain disruptions, or even political manipulations. But let's flip the coin and look at the benefits of self-sufficiency in food production. Firstly, it empowers our economy. When we invest in agriculture, we're not just planting seeds in the soil, we're sowing the seeds of economic growth. The farm-to-table journey involves many hands, from farmers to transporters, from retailers to restaurateurs. Each link in this chain represents a job, a livelihood, a boost to our economy. Secondly, it ensures food security. By growing our own food, we can control the quality and quantity of our produce. We're also less likely to experience food shortages, ensuring that no one in our community goes to bed hungry. Lastly, it promotes sustainability. Agriculture done right can be a tool for environmental conservation, preserving our land's fertility for future generations. So you see, self-sufficiency in food production is not just a matter of pride.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the third day of the 7th month, being August 2020. Is it 8th month? Sorry, 2024. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already online, but let me take this caller on direct line first, please. Let me connect the caller on direct line. Just hold on. Callers on Signal and WhatsApp, please hold on. I'll come to you. Let me take caller on direct line. Just hold on. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line, please. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Are you there?
Yes, Maz, I'm here.
And there, Mazi. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Maz. Maz, I have 2 or 3 suggestions to make. There is this impression I want to correct, the impression that our people do not know anything, that the Fulani are the wise one. Look at what is happening to us. What is happening to us is that the ideas Fulani is using is the idea of Dave Umahi, the idea of Ojo Zokalo. Our people, the people who call our politicians, is what gives them these ideas. This word, the action that they perform is the action of the Igbo mentality, but the people that perform the action is the Fulani. I want us to register that, because this is the only reason that makes these people to be relevant in the presence of Fulani people and in the presence of Nigeria.
Mazi, can I, sorry, I don't know whether you have a, okay, no problem. You are calling from USA, no problem. Can I say something before you continue? Because we are interacting.
Go ahead,
this thing you raise, because Mazi, I told why before. I am telling you, there are many things that are lacking. We don't have political sense. You know why? Let us start from beginning. Not you are talking of recent politicians, this and that, but they are all Igbos that come from the people. Now, let me ask you, Mazi. People that suffered, do you know, they killed us in 1966, don't they? They massacred us in the north, in the west, everywhere. If it is a people that has political sense, even you don't need Azikiwe to tell you, say no problem, because you lived it, you have experience. Is it not normal, Mazi? Mazi, actually, in ano him neku.
I hear you very
Okay,
well.
okay. Actually, kai kene, kai nkata. Now, how burai to the extent that and no family in Igbo land that does not live this experience. Mazi mandi shindi bibu n'ugwu Hausa o, mandi bi n'ugwu Yoruba suffer this. Mazi, the same set of people immediately after the war. Yes, there were difficulty, yes, because I'm saying I want 1 million reasons to justify any failure. Now, Mazi, I don't know on the mind. I need an angel to come and preach to us. Say, yes, hustle, but hustle with your brain. Mazi, I need
you know the answer to your question.
yes, I need even a politician. I need a politician to tell us what people pass through.
No.
Is it not if we go? Yes, I don't say we should not go, but we go make money. Uche the other Fulani Sheme in our land. Ha geburu ehi 20,000. Biare billions of naira. Re were wayo. Bako. Ihe gebi na buy o ha hayara ofu ebe ga hu one room. Or let me say one apartment.
Okay.
Had it the 3, 4, 5 for Alhaji Bridia. Had a cha ego hani label. Onyina Mazi, you all damami. Onyina yin with that type of amamihe Mazi. You need the devil mahi or Azikiwe to tell us again. In I live, Mazi, please. Continue from there. Okay. Here now you continue.
Mazi, look at the problem. The problem is that Eburai, within very few that is doing this thing, that has caused all this thing. Remember the minister of Dosbin in Lagos. Ebu here now, when any of his relatives Ebu during the war, he didn't participate in the war. He has been in Lagos. Fortunately for him, a new minister of Udeti, then he is living large. He is going to be against what you are doing. My point is this. These people go to the Fulani people and say, these people are my people. I know how to catch them. Look at what we are going to do. Now, the Fulani will take the idea, draw the map that the Igbo man, or the one nigga idea, with you say in a map of the what's the child say, results.
You are going, or him you are going another way. Somebody that you are calling, like that minister of Dosbin. Yes, he's one person. What I'm saying, the whole people, because Ije na Sabongeri na Kaduna, Ije na all parts of North, all population of Igbos, Igbo individuals, when they are developed, start building skyscraper, building that is even in our land. And that is what because many of our people experience this. Why didn't they give themselves advice? That's what I'm asking.
Thank you. So, number one, Hana fear and Hana or India. Oh, brain in Igbo. Only when they see leaders and I or Nubu. Now, Mapanu, Nubu, or feeling on our Abru Mugu. Am I want to feel how Mugu? That is how we regard them.
Sorry, when you will, I'm cutting in because actually I'm Kayota something. Now, you could now. You contradict yourself. You have contradicted yourself at the beginning. You say, "Naina say actually correct." Naina say, "Nayamaro." Now, India says, "Naina without knowing that all how an agore because in your own 4-story building there, Haga hapogi may aladi cheap because they know that it's for them. You are not going to carry it to home." Any slighted Kendi Mazi Himazi between we and them, Kendi Himazi, that is all him Kendi Mazi.
Because IPOB
Thank you. We go on superior argument. Go on.
Thank you. Look at my second submission before I forget. Please, my Lord, pay attention to this information. And when it comes to information and it is real. Only one governor in Southeast. Only a tax city ahead of him now. That tax city ahead of him is very hard, and the Omagikog is in there. So my appeal to you, there is a tax for him to do anything to stop IPOB radio Biafra. The leadership, let them go and they check our security in this radio Biafra from A to Z, review it into maintenance, into software, into hardware. Please, this information is very important. If you want me to open, I will open, but I will not on air, so that I will be able to get more information when it comes up. You people should go back, because if one day, only one day, they shut this radio down, it is going to take you 1 week to revive it. And do you know the implications of what will happen in 1 week? A lot of damage will happen in 1 week. So while we are broadcasting, while we are live, take your time. Let the leadership take their time. Go back and the review, continue up eyeglass. Eyeglass now, the leadership. Manage Radio Biafra. There is a governor. And this governor, the mother like governor. Somebody got me now. Everybody is taking the highest glory as it is now. But this tax has been placed before him to make sure that this Radio Biafra is shut down. I keep telling you, they are listening. They are listening far more than we are doing. It is a very heavy. The information from a deputy local government chairman.
Don't talk about Mazi, please don't talk about the source of your information. It is unethical.
Thank you. No, I just said it like that.
No, don't say it.
So my point is, while you guys are working on getting that done, I will also try to say something which I said the other time I called you on radio. That thing, during the war, I was not there. That means I need 20 pounds to go and start life. It is a must that Nigeria integrates. It is a must. Let our people follow the trend. Go and study about blockchain. All IPOB community, all IPOB members, go and study what is this thing. Spend time, go and study. If you are a businessman in Nigeria and you are an IPOB member, I'm not talking about Biafran, I'm not talking about Igbo people, I'm talking about IPOB. Oh, we need to be money IPOB. You step back before Nigeria, make up as an IPOB member. Marana a big current. Marana a big radio. So you need to try and make this protest now. IPOB is not partaking. IPOB Agola Ndibu, they are particular. IPOB Agola Biafrans are particular. Oh, maybe the idea follow victim. Akufu Bishabamubi, you are a very stupid person. So my point is this: as an IPOB member who has been listening Radio Biafra, who is following the world trend, which you are teaching of what is happening in the world, of what the world is up to, go and learn about the blockchain. How you can move your money. Nigeria collapsed all today. 50 million, 100 million, naira, halala, you cannot get it anywhere or get any value. Go and learn about it so that it will help you secure your fund. And again, the leadership should work also in looking into it, because all we have now sustain in the Palestine, all we have now sustain in Afghanistan, so that people in Biafra who want to contribute to this struggle can contribute. A lot of people on a Biafran land, people who say, I don't in support of paper, because people like that, I transfer somebody $100 to Britain. They stop. Punch my account, pam, happy cheer. There's one information so to she transfer. Can I transfer $1,000, $10,000 in a paper to you? Him and the possibility at the day. So let us follow the trend. You know what we put out. I'm that we are smart people, we are intelligent people. I need to here. Google no way, go no way, Dwagi no way. People go wayone. But as an IPOB member, man, here or one acco. For the protest, my lord, the governors known as Southeast, they take a lot of glory for what they did not work for. I saw one of the governors coming up on air to praise the people of Southeast as they have learned us that we were obedient and listening to them. We did not listen to you people. I want to make this clearly known to them. We did not listen to the governors. We know that Nigeria is not going to work. that no amount of protest will revive Nigeria. Therefore, we respected ourselves and continued with what we are doing. So any government who is coming up to say that after we spoke to our people and our people accepted our plea and they refused to participate in the protest is a lie from the pit of hell. Thank you, my lord.
My comrade. I'm not your lord. I've been saying this. You are. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. I offed somebody by mistake. Please, Mazi on WhatsApp. I put you off. It's a mistake, honestly speaking. You call back. I don't know. I was thinking it's the phone. Caller on WhatsApp. I don't know whether you are the person that have been there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, get it.
Were you the person I switched off now by mistake?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, go on. There we go on. Because you have been there. You are the first caller.
Yeah, Mazi, I'll make a leg. Nah, he discuss. My suggestion, naga, my opinion or my contribution, like this. Before them no, the mother I feel in this democracy and I'm totally can't matter now. This Western democracy. I would democracy here another way of colonization.
Yeah, the more you look, the less you see abracadabra. Ganiru Mazi. Ganiru.
This is the new way of this is the new way of colonization. It's not democracy. Because the Putin. I'm not this before I know on them mad dictatorship. Sometimes you see a dictatorship who making your job. But if you study what is happening in this world, those super dictator is the people that is fighting against their own interests.
Of course.
If you fight against their own interests, they
will damage your name with they have a media. They will focus on you. You know, to the extent people they will turn people against you. Mazi, that is the work of their media. That is why, do you know, I don't listen to their media again. Unless on some things I just want to know the way they speak it. The way they are saying it. Their own side. The way. Mazi, is horrible.
Mazi, because even before, I had but the way Africa sometimes similar mad meme na Nigeria.
Mazi, you know, we are interacting. Chetekwe that etinyere Russia na amaichuku na catechism. Do you remember that? Kaikere Russia na Mazi before. Let me tell you, okay, woman, come chena. That is I don't know, for example, I am a Russian. Because I would ask and they persecute Indian Kuhane, Wundi Chris and Hane Menka, how Oteshi Penturaya these people. Chineke Kwenayojo. That is why Mazim eku about religion. You see how I say it with alacrity. Because the lies these people purveyed. India check where only with them to the bones. They misconstrued the whole truth. They turned everything upside down. And that is not how wada. So oh yeah, only whim. Mazi Gani Rubiko. Gani.
Oh yeah. Mazo oh Igabomna a lot of polish no kata. Like now, for example now, you will Britain. There's where China, you get where Saudi Arabia or where Afghanistan make oil upon country. Huh? Function? Is it possible that that country will function again with contradiction? Only in Nigeria, people that form Nigeria in he said it's all tripod. It's the same thing. Otunde, AUs go to against Magabo use go against him. Okay, it's about religion. Man, I like you. These people can never come debate. Mazi, when we hear our brother and the last time you broke about information. How can somebody like last program somebody these people anybody who religion listening now this song, I don't see that person as a human being. I see as an enemy. This song, I will say this publicly. Only black religion listening now song, I see him as my enemy because oh my omega. You know where am I? Oh my. How can you be talking when you want to divide from Nigeria? You want your own. You don't want to leave the freedom each you can have. You want your own freedom. You don't want to leave the other freedom. You want only one freedom. How can you be possible? Come to debate. You will not come to debate. Equally are here. Come to debate. Okay. Some platform ask that some platform not bad and mad. Some personal person. But your own platform, you're not bad and mad. Your own debately. They will never come and debate. How do you mean? How provision? This is the radio. This is the radio. Masaga Mbowa. If you tell me again, educate Jesus again. Educate Jesus again. Give him again. You can't defend what you are practicing. Mazo, no that thing to Mazo, no that you will no that thing to you. Our innovation, our innovation, our people. Because he was saying we're gonna Biafra land now. In Africans now, what they are seeing, what they are showing us is what we are seeing. They are showing us all this. He was saying sponsor, you see all the any platform that is maybe a good message, Great Africa. That platform can never grow. That platform, they will suppress that platform. But you see all these things, all this comedy, they are pushing it on. And make it anyway, one small boy launch all these design, all this stuff. They are online. At least anybody posted that video, how do many people posted? But yeah, will comedy or yeah, will they will post it. Facebook will allow it. But those people that will bring innovation to this world, you can never see their post. Go into it, you must IPOB, that about our scientists no law. They can go that's a catch them when you now catch them young, because anyway some innovative all these guys from guy here na Biafra here amamu enwe program enwe organize ha nese ha
Mazi okwana azotachala zowute. I don't know whether you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on ground. Every day you see people with innovations coming to meet him. Mazi, we saw it that time. Coming to meet him, Mazi, I can build this. Look at the prototype of what I can. If I this and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everybody, our people, we are people that is filled with talent. But where is the platform for that talent? There is no ground. Mazi, that is why there is nothing you can do with all these people. There is if you, for example, as an Igbo man, you go now, you have the money to invest on an innovator, a young innovator. You start building, maybe somebody that build a microchip or something like that for something big, to innovative. Mazi, before God and man, the politicians, if care is not taken, they can close there. They will start trying to spy. What are you doing there? I'm doing this in order to. They will find one way or the other. One day, again, Mazi, just do you remember Ezekiel Izog? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what happened to him? What happened to his innovations, Mazi? That is it. Oh, here is Biafra. I saw Tachala. Now you see what will happen. But without it, there is nothing you can do because Nigeria is in charge. We are not in charge. We are not in charge. And before you know, if it's in Imo State or you have innovators, they will tell the governor if they see that something is growing more. Look at Pat Maji. His station, his geometrics. For how long? For how long was he trying to bring development, but they block it right from Obasanjo regime till today? It's only time now. They refuse to give him gas. They can refuse to give you license to operate because you're under Nigeria. So what are you going to do? So this is why it's all these things we see. I now social, I zotachaziala, you cannot be dragging for maths. You don't have any land where to put yourself. That is it, my brother. It's very sad, but that is a sad situation. There we
Yeah, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi.
go.
Continue your no, our religion.
Of
They are
course.
not
There
going
we
back.
There we
Going back.
There we must continue. That is a sad situation. Caller on signal, Mazi. Can you hear me? Caller on signal, Mazi. Emi Chris, I think.
I can hear you, man. So good evening.
There we Mazi. Udodrege.
My brother, I get Chinese again. But it seems that it's something that it can be solved in a second, but it's very, very difficult. Let me begin from the brother that called from the first caller here today. He said, "Good life." He said that already he later correct himself. But let me just give me an example. Because of our people, and what they if this is the words I use every day. Any place I meet people, I will first tell them that we don't know anything. If you can, on this modern political system that we are seeing today, if we don't have political power, we are nobody. That's number one. That is why the Igbo, they cycle every year in, year out, they begin cycling themselves in one thing and one system, one ideology. What is that one thing, one system? They have every part of the world you go to, they have Igbo meeting. If you go to Taiwan, they have Igbo meeting. You go to Japan, they have Igbo meeting. America, they have. London, they have. Italy, they have. Even if you go to inside the Igbo land, they have a villages meeting. But now tell me, in all these villages and the town hall meeting and everything they are gathering, has it made any impact, collective impact in our life by building roads, collective roads, road network, railway, hospital, everything that we are seeing in the Western world, seeing in other parts of the world? Has it made any impact? No. Before somebody from Arabian state will reach agreement to build railway that connect to Ebony State, they have to come together and arrange the agreement. What they are doing it is separate. They are doing here separate. They are doing it separate. Cycling themselves in one thing. Every day you see them, they go there. They go to other Igbo land. They do your festival, your culture. They want to go to. It's just that somebody came to my house and steal my things, and I never know that the person holding the thing is somebody who came inside my house. But I was telling him that I lost my thing. How can I get it? He said that he will help me to get that thing. I can find that thing from now till if I don't make another move, depend on him. I will look for that thing to the end of the world. I will not see it because the thing is with him. It's just like in Nigerian army, and when they come and kill some, they say, let us do investigation, and they find the fish up. Have they come out with any investigation, any forensic investigation, saying that they know who killed this person? None. So this is exactly what Igbo are doing all over the world. We can't see if you bring white man, no matter who you are, bring white man, no matter how there's one man from our group that make a lot of money. Even he come up for Anambra election last time. One man, I'm forgetting that man name. So if he take some Americans to his village, the American will look around his village and say, you are doing well. But when he move from his village to another place, he will categorize everybody as very poor. Because you are collectively poor. Collectively, we are not rich. So this is the things we are doing outside the political structure of the modern political structure. That is why you got money. I know you know about the you go there, you build the economy for them, you pay tax for them, whatever you get for them, you employ their people. While your people in the village are not doing anything, you go to where you build hotel. Your sisters or foreigners are coming there working the hotel to have a woman, to have sex. And while other places they are working, you are employing them, paying tax to them, like Igbos are paying revenue to their houses, their shops in Lagos, they are in Abuja, their houses, their companies. They are paying revenue. That's why the Lagos have become the richest one. But your place, you are falling. And that's the thing. Let me digress from that place. My idea, you talked about the religion. Anybody talking down on this religious issue we are discussing on daily basis, or anybody too sentimental, I think that person is not ready for IPOB. I counted this in on IPOB unit where I am last Sunday, but for the sake of the environment where we are, I decided to mellow down. In other words, I could have made it worse, so that either the comrade run away, he didn't come again, and I don't even care, or he abandoned his religious sentiments. A comrade called during Mazi program last week on BTV, and he still made the statement that there are many people making for many years. Forget a religious issue and let us focus on Biafra. That's a silly. You can't make that statement because the religion is the problem we're having. It's the problem. And let me ask this question. This is the major question I want to ask generally. Is it not those that believe in God or believe in Christ or believe in whatever they believe in Jesus Christ? Aren't they not the one looking for trouble? They came to your house trying to tell you that you have to repent, you have to give your life to Jesus Christ, that you are evil, you are doing bad. Somebody practices traditional religion. We are preaching to him to abandon his own, to come to your own. What we are doing then is you are condemning his own religion too. Because you are trying to condemn his own part of religion, telling him that what he's doing is bad. If you see a red cloth on the road, blood of Jesus of this blood, you don't even know whether red cloth you use in the house or blood or fowl you kill in the house. Become evil. You see all those things, it become nonsense to you. Then you begin to go and preach them, tell them stop this, stop this.
Mazi, do you know that this is a colonial mentality? It's just like what I talked about democracy. You know, yes. America, they are now upheld a loser in election in the name of democracy because that person is their stooge. So whenever the colonialist felt threatened that the people he is holding hostage wants to liberate themselves, now he will put it out through the media that they are attacking him, that these people are evil, that they don't follow. It's the same thing, exactly the same thing. So you know, I used to hear people, you know, follow your belief. I said, so now, so you people know about follow belief. If we have been going on this principle of believe what you believe, I believe what you believe what I believe, I have no business even being a Christian. I wouldn't have had any business being a Christian because the Europeans shouldn't have come in the first place in order to demonize, calling me pagan. And now I am trying to understand that, look, they did deception. You say, no, why you attacking me? Mazi, you know, I say it's some blackmail. They are number one in blackmail. They will take one point that is nothing and now use it in order to try to, just like media propaganda, to propagate something that is not true, so that to demonize what you are doing. That is the way they act. It's a colonial mentality. Colonial mentality. That is exactly the same way they do. Mazi, go on, please.
I told you. Thank you. I told you, my comrade on Sunday, that I've been here in the Western world for almost 20 years. And I asked him, how long have you been here? Not up to 50 years. I said, okay, if you are intelligent, it will take you about 15 years to begin to understand the Western manipulation, both religion and political, whatever. But if you are not intelligent, then it will take you over 30 years. There are some people, some Igbo people or some Biafran living in this country for over 30 years, they don't understand the political structure or the manipulation of the Western world. It's those that are intelligent who understand it, because there's a lot of manipulation. So let me continue from where I was talking. If you come to my house and say, you don't know, or for doing, if a white man, let me say, find a way to see something you maybe a head or a root he will mix together to put his body. When you shoot him with a gun, it will not kill him. He will do it more than you. The life practical, he will do it more than us. So they wear you a bulletproof, you put on bulletproof, you don't know what is it because it was covered with the cloth. Do you know what is inside? You don't know because it was manufactured in the Western world. You believe it. Then you castigate maybe what I put in my body to protect myself. If you shoot me, that is my own way. And when you castigate it, I talk about your own, you become angry. You want to promote your own and demolish my own. In the name because you wanted to, you are a Christian. Who told you? I want to ask them a question general here. There was a discussion in the Bible. They said that God told Satan to go and tempt Job. That Job, Satan told God that Job respect him and they honor him is because of blessing he gave to Job. And God said, okay, no, go and tempt him but never kill him. Now, this discussion between God and Satan, I want to ask general question. If you are a pastor or an IPOB member, come here and answer me. I need this answer. I've been asking this question anywhere I go. Who was there when the discussion took place between God and Satan? Who was there and who transcend that message to us? Because the person might be there hearing what God said and what Satan said. So who is that person? There's no record in history. So if you have, please come to Radio Biafra and tell me. That's my question. So let us keep this religious sentiment aside. If you are not fit to here on Radio Biafra, where you are talking, you preach about religious sentiment and religious stupidity in the Igbo. There is people come here to pray for the release of our leader. There are people who open their and they pray in their own language. Everything here is going together. If you don't take my own, and we don't want, here is we are working, everything is here. People that agree, people that doesn't agree. That is where you allow everything to be. I do call them, they wake up, they begin their program, they pray on their own way. It doesn't stop me not to call them. That means I am not sentimental about their own belief. This is what we believe, carry on. But at the end, the truth must justify who is right. Because it's practical. So, but anybody coming here telling us that we should stop talking about religion and when we get Biafra, no, it is better we don't get this Biafra under this religious setting because we are being the Western world. The Western world are not practicing religion. Neither they are practicing democracy that told us. For me, I don't know anything that's called democracy. It doesn't exist. Democracy is for gain. If you don't gain, no democracy. If you gain, there's democracy there. So it is of interest. Democracy all over the world, both America, Western world, everywhere, it is of interest. I know some leaders in this country, Italy, who have been criticizing Africa. When they took off, take position as a president, they welcome African leaders.
They change language, they change tune.
Yes. There's a one called Savini here. He even tried to go to Nigeria. Nigerian embassy refused him visa. He go through agent and got the visa and went to Nigeria. I came back and said, I see how Nigeria buildings are looking, how many places, and said, told the people not to give Nigerians begging money in the street because they're using that money to build a house. They're making money. This is the information we get. But even if he didn't say it direct, maybe there's another way he said it, that I believe that this man has something. And then when he took over, he's supposed to be a minister of petroleum who will engage to the president of Africa to negotiate for petroleum sector in this country. And they see the way he is talking, and they say this man who don't have the face to go to meet Africans is talking down. That is why they push him out of government, because they have interest. They push him out of. So now the other one, now the current president called Georgia Melon, she was talking about Africa. Africa must be for Africa. Europe must be for Europe. When he took over now, he invited some African president and said Africa has everything to. He now begin to see what their government, because when they are outside their government, they don't understand what their government are doing to sustain life of the Europeans here. They don't know it. So when they took over, they will now see all those things that they need energy, you have to engage Africa. You need this, you have to engage Africa. You need this, you have to engage Africa. It's unlike Africa where everything you do are not recorded. Here, government of this European world know, even where the toilet you flush go, they must know about it. It is under their record. They search for it, they get it. They call somebody, say, give me every details about it, we'll give you every, because it's on that record. So we should engage ourselves on issue of religion. If you are not following what we are doing, please, you better go. If you remain for, we begin that for. If it take us 200 years to get Biafra, so let it be like that. But to make sure that anytime we get it, we get pure Biafra, not those that are believing. No, look, if we don't bring all this into table now, when our children grow up, maybe my child become a man and a person, your own become a Christian, and these two people will come to make law that will guide us, they will lead the country. How can they come together where they have disagreement already? So this is the thing, so everybody will put this sentiment aside. If you come here and talk down about my religion, then I make my own point and tell you how I feel. You can go with your own, I go with my own, but let us follow what we are doing. Our quest now is for Biafra restoration, no matter how it is. So anybody coming or calling, if you are even an IPOB member, talking about religion, somebody might come and say, it's not because I am here Biafra or Makanen. If had it been I push forward, he could have abandoned the meeting on Sunday and run away. I just look at him and say, for the benefit of the environment where we are, we shouldn't make noise. So let us follow things, and that's how it is. So, my dear comrade, I appreciate everything we are saying, but let us, the Biafrans, know where we are going, because we don't use sentiments to destroy what we are doing. Let me make this small little point. There's a brother
just round up.
A second, thank you. He said that something about Radio Biafra, and this will probably blow my interest. Here, if you remove this Radio Biafra, believe me, 90% of our comrades you see talking, you see them tomorrow, you tell them about Biafra, they will just fed up. This radio is our power for now. That's our strength. So if anything, as that brother said, we can even pay 10 years in advance. Let them make an emergency fund. We can pay 10 years in advance and make sure that we maintain this for good 10 years. Thank you, and God bless you.
Mazi, of course. Of course. I think the leadership is taking note. Caller on direct line, thank you for holding on. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Please go.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. This is Wiseman from the East, calling from Georgia. Because, yes, sir. I'm trying to point it out. No, even it's like this guy just said it. That's the main reason why I called, because when you were talking, maybe that you're preaching, it's not to do with religious discussion. Yeah, but as they don't really do about religion, so some people don't have this struggle. I wanna have religion and this, that you practically got support for what this is where.
No, I said no. Let me repeat the way I said it, and I continue keeping like that. If you are an IPOB member and you come here to tell us that we should stop talking about or discussing about religion, my brother, I say I will. Your respect goes down on my level. Exactly. I'm telling you. If you come here to say stop discussion, because their blackmail is you see these people, it will make people not to donate. My brother, if you are donating or not donating, you are not doing for me, you are doing it for all of us. That's the thing. So what on your G Bayana hostage? Instead, they are holding us, all of us, hostage. Well, you cannot hold any person or all of us hostage. If you don't want to do it, you go. I now suffer. All of us are suffering. Nothing more.
You see, and that is where I actually come in. So the reason why, I try to talk on that particular area with us now. Yes, last week or ago, you didn't hold the distance of BTV. Somebody from London actually called. I heard that lawyer and we're coordinator. So he lamented so badly about one of our media warriors, whom Metro. He always showcase the stupidity of Christianity in our land. The same religion now, the same Christianity now, something or brother any land here. Those things handmade perform in Nigeria, in Africa. Do they do the same thing abroad? No. So why making most times you should place all these things? It's just for our people for their eyes to open. Kahama that Nanda and area in Africa, the same religion there in Nanda with the right. Or what has now participated, but it's not participated in Nigeria. That is the eye opener. There's some of us now here. So when the coordinator called and the way he was sounding, it's all very, very sad and bad. If I thought so, he's saying that I kept on. I'm like, if this guy that is showcasing the stupidity of this religious pastors or whatever in Nigeria, but Mazi Jonathan preaches on religion on religious this thing every most Saturday. So that means that's what it means. ENMO is to teach our people for the eyes to open that the same way this people are teaching our people in Nigeria is not the same way over here. But I don't know why our people find it very, very difficult. The same religion, the same religion. It's just like us in our father's house, there are many mansions. And I was reading I came across this thing on somebody posted on Facebook. It was like in our father's house, there are many mansions. But why are they still here suffering? Why don't you go there and live in your father's mansion? Why are you here on earth suffering? So these are some of the things sometimes we need to ask ourselves questions. So I hope that now this religious something was something that we all go to church. I used to go to church a lot. I stopped mega church like about 8 years ago here in Atlanta. So until the pastor every time I say those that want Nigeria to break, it will never be. Nigeria is one kaka. So would you put that in? But I joined the IPOB. If you look at this man is one just preaching of one Nigeria. So that's when I stopped going to church. And then when I joined IPOB, I was hear the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi, because nobody asked me to, or when you preach him to join him, then I don't know when the name may listen. I said, who is this man? I cautiously said, this man is speaking the truth. I joined him. I followed him. So what I'm trying to say, like this last caller said, I think I have with this religion without opening the mindset of our people back home. Okay, to go. Okay, so it's better we keep preaching. And this is like this is your preaching. Our people are not beginning to realize that now. Now they have come back to their senses and start reasoning as human beings. That one I worry. And now I want them to equal with the hate on the Igbos. Mazi Jonathan, it's a good thing. I like the hate will continue, because the more hate I went on the Igbos, that's the more closer I can make the distinction of Nigeria.
You are completely right.
So how we told the more? Yes, they will tell the hate. I even like it. The help of the people must. It's a good thing. That's a good mantra. Let them keep saying it. That's what we've been clamoring for.
That's why we are campaigning now. Everybody should go on social media. Igbos must leave Nigeria, not only Lagos. Because this stereotyping is too much. Igbos must leave Nigeria. That is it. That's right. Everywhere. Go on and round up.
This thing, a couple of years ago, Mazi Nnamdi was in London. He was preaching for one Nigeria. That was when he was saying that Nigeria breaking. Why is he locked up? It's not because of the something he has been preaching that made him that place on now. It's not because of the bad governance. It's not what they're protesting for. But all these things they make to everybody one after the other. And he has already said in his previous broadcast that the revolution will start from the north. And from the way we see things is going, or you they hear this man could have never come to pass, except you would say Biafra, which is the last miracle. It will come in our time. Mazi, thank you very much.
There were, of course. Igbos not. The time has gone for us. Only Igbos leave Lagos. No, Igbos must leave Nigeria. Honestly speaking, that should be the mantra. Call on direct. Mazi, you go. Are you there? I don't know how. Mazi. Do I have Mazi you go here on direct line? No, I don't know. I have calls flooding in. Please, today is not about religion. Please, I'll limit comments. I didn't even have any single person at heart, but I just said made a general statement, which should be understandable. Let me pick this call. Calls are coming in. Please, let us talk about the current issues. Igbophobia that is going on in our land. Igbophobia. we must make it a point of duty. Igbos must leave Nigeria. Mazi Ugo, can you hear me? Please go on. Call on direct line.
Yes, Mazi.
There. Are you? I don't know. Do you are listening device? It seems another voice is coming.
Okay, I think is it clear?
No, your voice is clear, but I think whether you didn't off your listening device. So,
all right, I think I have to leave the room. All right,
go on.
Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters. Continue to be with us as we stand on the good side of this fight. You know, so many people, we told them that we are not welcome in this called Nigeria. And they thought it's a joke. But the Zoo people continue to prove it all over. Yes. Igbo must is Nigeria. That is the reason why so many of us will continue to lament for so many decades. We are lamenting. We are telling these people that we are not welcome. Then I continue. I will remind them, those of them that is working with the Zoo. Let me remind them the word of the prophet, our leader Mazi, who said that after you stop the Zoo, you are going to go with shame. But that prophecy is upgraded. Today, they are going home with disgrace, and some of them are dying after they stop the Zoo. While some of them are suffering in the Zoo dungeon also. Because you can never be liked, and you are not one with them. You claim to be one with them, but they are telling you that you and them are not the same. So that is the reason why we are telling all of you to open up your eye, and you said no, that you want to fix Nigeria. You want to make Nigeria. But Nigeria continues to prove that you can never be top of them. So what happened in this few days protest, where they go after their sister, thinking that it's an Igbo woman, is an evidence. But before that time, this time around, we are telling them that we have passed this level. We are not going to join any protest, and not because the governor said no. Who are the governors? The governors are among the people. No, there's something you say that is very, very correct. You see, Nigerian politicians, they love themselves so much, and they know what they are doing. They are in a good mood. They are in good condition. You think that they are quarreling. You think that they don't love it. They love each other. They have a very good unity to intimidate and kill you. You are a citizen. Listen to me. The Zoo politicians, they know what they are doing. They are in unity in what they are doing against you. But it is you. You don't want.
Oh, Mazi, your line just cut off. Maybe the 8th time because it's direct line. I'm winding down. Please, caller on. Let me see who is there first. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Call on Signal.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan.
There, Mazi.
Good evening, sir.
Udodrege.
Udodrege, Mazi. Mazi, let me quickly go to your topic this night. First of all, my name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine, calling from his location. Mazi, I want to talk to our people this night so that they will be wise and very, very careful. Let our people not let what happened to Aguronsi happen to them. Our leader Mazi Nandekala have been prophesied this scenario long time ago. The only true prophet on earth, Mazi Nandekala, have prophesied this thing. Our leader says, our people are sacrificed lamb in this country called Zoo. Our leader said that nothing will make us to back down for the quest of sovereign state of Biafra. And our leader says, I quote, that our people in the north, if they like, let them remain there. If they like, let them come back. that whatever they are passing through in the northern side can never make us to abandon Biafra. This is the prophecy of a true prophet of Chukwukabiam on earth, and it's about to happen. I want to talk to our people in the north. Prepare yourself. Like as our lecturer, Mazi Jonathan said, you can return your family, your children. You can return your wife. More importantly, your children, return them back to our place. And you behave like a Aguronsi and remain there. Whatever that happens to you, these children will continue life. They will not regret much. But if you heard this good news from our lecturer, Mazi Jonathan, and you do deaf and dumb here and leave your family there, this breeze that is blowing is going on in another different way. You will lose your family, you will lose your life, you will also lose your business. Don't behave like Agu Rensi, that always be comfortable and confident for himself. He believes that nothing will happen to him. Don't have the same mentality, don't have that kind of mentality our people living in the north. Mmiri na-akwa na-ama onye m ife. Mmiri jiri eji na-ama onye m ife. Mmiri na-eji chọọ ebe ị ga-agbaba ka mmiri hapụ ịma gị. Olee esi m iberibe? It can never be in a big stream or ocean, bathing, and soap will enter your eyes. In other words, ị gara anọ na mmiri ncha aba gị anya. The breeze are blowing. The breeze are blowing, and the mmiri na-ji. Our people in the north hear this voice. Make a move. Because you can see how these people are turning this their protest, whereby we say that we are not going to protest. That we have been protesting and they have been killing us. And you people did not even show concern. These people that you people are killing, only they are protesting, demanding self-determination. Why are you killing them? You people did not make any move. You people did not make any entrance. You people did not make any comment. You people did not even condemn. And they are laughing at us. They are massacring us, killing us during the time of we protesting, demanding our self-determination. Now it has reached to their turn. Our leader said that the revolution will start from the north. But let me tell you, they are looking a way to massacre our people for the last time. Because what they are doing now, they are now shifting it that Igbos are the people that plan the protest and they run inside their house and they hide. You can see many social media comments where they are inciting another, genocide killing upon our people in the north. I don't know why or what people are waiting for to return back from north until this thing will be over. Because what they are doing, they know that they can never achieve anything. Even if they like, let them do this protest for 100 years. Tinubu can never step down for them. They know what they are doing. Mazi, our people always wait until the mirror and matoha. But let me assure you people, whether you people like it or not, we cannot take because of you people in the north and leave this struggle. God forbid, because many people have gone. We have suffered, and we can never continue suffering again. Be wise enough, because things is about to happen. I thank our leadership. The people that sees far, sees tomorrow. Don't mind these wicked politicians, these governors. They are trying to take glory where they did not reap. They are trying to harvest what they did not sow. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. That's how their trickish way and their malevolent and their way is. But they can never take glory. We can never allow them. Even they know the people that done the work perfectly. They just want to just one mouth. So that they will, their masters, their Fulani masters, we see them like say, their people are hearing their voice. They know, even their masters, Fulani know people that is in control. They know. Forget what they are saying. May God bless our leadership. And our leadership must be protected, whether you like it or not. I'm not begging you. You must protect these people. Because if we lose this leadership, Mazi, Oka Abasakwala, Church Abasa, and that is why you in the leadership must not be siding of anything. What we need is freedom. And that's our focus. May God bless you people and give you people strength to continue the good work. Without you people, we have lost. I hope leadership in this struggle. I want to get name with Ishimazi, also gonna have here and there. But I thank God for everything. Mazi, good night from here. I sign off. God bless you, Mazi, for your good work.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? You'll be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, from here, Mozambique.
Mazi below. There we
and man does only Kukwa. Chichakwana Hakabenchi Kumaka Kutukwa Broku because of na Assert on matter of refreshing out no here. Only say must not get jump on and Masia. No, my letter is in a good one. Mine like Ben Nulo, Kana Gaddafi, one jump. No, the Rogabi wa jump mad. And then work Russia, work China, work South Korea, all jump mad. Better but I'm here with that jump mad. True, the day after true no one. Come at the end that protect their own people can protect. But they can jump at Kaju jump mad. Here, now we create the more like the bear something. They took it. But I had a togi. I'm going to take a like they took it. I don't know why I'm always your club. I lie here, boom, the America. That in the binor. The England in the binor. The Russia in the lie here, France in the binor. Mazi is Zuku. I'm quite say could the region Manaba, while he quite a coach again. The Uche there. Because I don't know about come to why they could Africa, only Gaddafi. No, here one Gahani. Here could Africa compare Africa. Agma Rosa, Agma Moko, come to Agma Rosa, Agma Tigoko. I mean, come how many years up till now? In the for 20 years, up till all this in the rest I go with you. I get technology, I can me hear them. Every year I get go every year here compare them in Africa. After everything we can name. Do no chance not have a had I make a had him. Do a happy democracy. One of the hard job on the Hassan of Nanumunaha. See how Christina have been everything once for all. I bet Mozambique have a finance or something. Had a brew, Filas Egon, Egypt of Menandic. Habruquegola, Brunuquegola. Or what I had to take Heraka. I think one more small financial issue. Irigi Heraka, and I'm upon him. When I got I got that day balance, which me like him. Without that here. Me and I gave him, but oh, when I get many. Upon the agreement with them. Now, Mozambique, I will ask him a shot now. Somebody, onion the masses of finance, a mere plan, say, na vote here, na party, na walk it. Over there, we are going to handle people, or going to handle people. Somebody in a second position, I may, I'm a secretary, she may P2B, a facilitator P2B, a PDP, a back and on that party. the man create telepathic ya ha kiri shikọ na agagide ka court make ya na the man when the man let people get say as give vote to and megide ha ga na court from then which appear because of really ndị ọcha France abata Mozambique si na ha ga-eme investment ha ma agreement maazị nwoke eziokwu African leader kwesịrị were ebucha na this ewere ntụkpọga ha na-asị isi kọlegit ewere ntụkpọga na-asị isi enweghị ihe a na-ekwu na nwunye because of wickedness had too much like ihe na-ekwu na mba pụtara obodo ka a mara na lot of people si na Nigeria pụta nwere bụ Bible n'isi atụfule gị ka m gwere at least 80% tụfuru Bible ha n'isi ndị kere eji Bible erikwa ha ndị na-eji eri nri ndị bu ya n'isi na-eji eshi ebu erite nri ndị bi ya n'isi nwanne ịghọghị isiokwu Mozambique na-anụ na at least ndị fada ụkọchukwu na-ebe na enweta ndị na-agba ọka na-aga ndị na-adị mmadụ moto enwe parịs enwe mere ebe ka anyị azụ ntazi bikọs ndị Naijiria ndị na-ekpe ka ha ekpe ha eluigwe n'ala obodo ga-eji ike ekpe eluigwe ọkwa na anyị gwara obodo some people na-ebe a na-ama na enweghị ihe ka na chọọchị a na-ekwu ihe na ọnwa anyị nwajaka iwu ihe na-ejeka na-agba ụwa isi na nwaanyị iwe ọdịa na ị ga-ahụ fada obodo ọgba meshin na-aga enwe fada bekee na-agbaghị meshin na-aga bekee ya na-achịga ọwụ dị level ọwachi ọwụ emegheghị n'ọwụ ka eji sie fada ka iji nweta ego ka imepe pastọ ka iji nweta ego anyị megide ka eji gaa eluigwe bikọs ya ụlọ oji ka eji gaa eluigwe onye na n'okpuru ibie mana ihe megizi ka ji akara aka ha eji chọta ka aka ha ji gba moto saịn ochi ka na-abụ ọrụrụ maazị nweghị eziokwu anyị nwere onwe anyị pụtara apụta saịd ihe na-ekwu ikwu ntakwimo ndị Naijiria ga-ekwu ntakwimo isi ha ka na aka nchịkọ nara na aga mana onye pụta saịdị ya hụ na enwe ihe ndị arụgo otu eji chọọchị arịga eme ugwu ma ndị onye ti ndị n'ime ya nwụ na a sị na onye njem kọ ihe isi awụ ihe mara anyị pụrụ asaịdị ngwa ndị enwe eziokwu na this thing is not like the same thing ya gwụrụ na ada n'ọnụ dị ha na-atọ na ntị otu ochi ada na ntị ọdịtụ ha ọdị ha ada n'ọnụ ya maazị ya ma hapụ ebe enwe otu mbere small coal here.
There was. You see, take care of yourself, Mazi Obilo. There was. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going to switch off the phones. Please, I'm winding down. What we are doing is to save ourselves, our collectivity, from this mess we are in. You see how they turn their protests. They are using Igbos in order to, as sacrificial lambs, to blame it on Igbos. And so that once they, so that all of them will feel okay. If they are fighting in Nigeria, it's only Igbos that they will use to settle their fight. Now everybody will go against Igbos. But I ask again, in this 21st century, have you ever seen where people, a set of people, a group of people are stereotyped because of their race, because of their ethnicity in this 21st century? I never see it any other place. Only in Nigeria it is official. Once it is Igbos. Look at, can you tell me the rationale? Look at, since 2000 and even before that, but when it became more prominent, when Buhari entered power, the Fulani headsmen, they have been destroying, if we are killing people, Nigerians of every ethnicity. But Nigerians are not annoyed against them all. They don't say, no, they are, they'll kill them. No, they are the people that, instead, they carry their annoyance and their wickedness against the Igbos. Have you asked yourself, why is it so? The Fulani jihadists that are everywhere killing people, they sack villages. Do you see, in different parts of the north, in the other day, about 2 million people from Benue only displaced in internal refugee camps. Go to those internal refugee camps. Refugee camps. Go there and tell them that Igbos are bad. Yeah. Instead of fighting against the people that are killing them, they turn against Igbos. That is something bizarre. This is something that it's not something that started today. Yeah, that is why, like a brother that called before said, no, he didn't agree that Igbo ayamaha. But I am happy that he was also he agreed with me finally, because we, as I say, we don't talk with sentiment. If we see anything that we are not we talk it, so that we is a bitter pill, so that we take correction. We cannot continue praising ourselves and going into abyss. Are you hearing me? How is it that since 1970 they were doing this campaign, media campaign, institutional campaign against Igbos, and our people were feeling that no, there was nothing wrong. We are in Nigeria. Now we are seeing the result, the fruits of their hard work. Campaign against us coming openly. In Nigerian politics, it's only Igbos you can come and insult and anyhow. And look at the thing they are planning. All of a sudden, immediately they come out. It's a P2B that is planning it with the IPOB, is this and that. This is intimidation. And that's why I say, in this world, if you are weak, if you are weak, you become the wrong person all the time. You become the wrong guy. Everything you do is wrong. As long, because weakness is evil. Do you see that evil we are talking is weakness? Once you're weak, you cannot be weak in the midst of strong lions and wolves. You have to make yourself strong. Otherwise, you will be the sacrificial lamb there. You'll be the sacrificial lamb. Are you hearing me? You'll be the sacrificial lamb. So, when I talk about strength, it's not only about physical IPOB. No. It's about strategy. It's about collectivity, political thinking, our collective interests, maintaining our collective interests. You understand me? That is what it means. When, all of us relax, everybody is going for his own interests. People that enter politics, they are just for their as businessmen. Have you thought about this? In Igbo land, most people that enter the politics, they were businessmen. I mean, even traders. From trading, they made money. From there, they enter politics. Now, a trader that he has only mercantile mentality. Okay, what will he politicize? What will he do in politics to represent his people? I know. I'm asking. That's why the Fulani, they say no. They know the Igbos. They are businessmen. All these, they are politicians. They are all businessmen. Didn't you hear it in the leaked conversation between Kunle and Alhaji? He laughed. He said, we know them, all these Igbo. They are most Igbos that are in politics, senators, governors today, they started through trading. Look at P2B. How did he start? Importation. From there, he become representative of from there, now he enter politics. No person just say, okay, enter there just as a politician or a professional, a pure professional of maybe only very few. Of a lawyer, you understand? Even a political scientist. No. Most of our people, they enter politics through trading. Once they get influence, they get money from there, they start looking for power. From there, they put them in line. So what is he going there to do? For his interest, because he's a trader. He was a trader. So he wants to make money. A trader is always a trader. A business person is always a business person. Normally. So that is the thing. So how do you think that we have been sleeping since 1970 and these people now building all this cobweb against us, and we thought that we are in the same country with them, no resistance, nothing, and you are telling me that we classify ourselves that Onye ona na agba mbọ nke. Don't see how our brother said it. That look, we have meetings, Igbo meetings, our community meetings everywhere, every part of the world. What do we get from there? Onye na-agba nkwa bịa gbara ya, you know, highest eme emume ebute mmanwụ ihe gosi ndị ọcha gosi ndị anyị nwekwara ihe, just nothing. Well, no political influence, nothing. The people, Igbo Union in Morocco, have no official formal contacts with Igbo Union in Atlanta, Georgia. Igbo Union in Mexico does not have any formal contacts and affiliation with the Igbo Union in Italy. You know, these things should be coordinated so that they may a meeting between the unions, between Igbo unions of every country. It will be under one command, but who will command now? Well, you on your own, you know, okay, everybody is full of himself. Everybody is full of himself. How can you have? It's only IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, came and showed us that it could be done. Only that we are not having the right ideology. Are you understanding me? Because which ideology we are using? Only Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria is our country. The Yorubas, we are on their Yoruba ideology. Yes, they are Nigerians, but they prefer Yoruba ideology doing their thing. The Hausa, they are on their Hausa ideology, galvanizing them. They have Oduduwa house. They have Ariwa house. Where is our own house? Don't you see that it's a call for concern? We are over-relaxed from 1970. I say over-relaxed, and it's affecting us today. Is today we are seeing the repercussion. Today, we are receiving it hot, and it will continue going worse and worse and worse unless we jointly get what we want, what we are looking for. Unless we jointly did it. Otherwise, we continue going worse and worse and worse against us. Any slightest thing in Nigeria is against Igbo. Igbos must go. Igbos leave our land. Igbo. Can't we learn? Can't we learn and come together and say, no, join IPOB? Even, that's why I'm campaigning secretly. You can join IPOB, support IPOB secretly. If you don't want, if you have interest, yes. Many of us have businesses in Nigeria. You can secretly make contact and say, nah, what these people continue what you are. That is how others are doing it. Are you hearing me? That is how others do. They don't, because your money can go far away. Yes, you are not a member of IPOB, okay, but look at, please, I love what you people are doing. Continue, because you are fighting for all of us. I'm donating this, please. How can I make my donation? If you have $1 million, I say, IPOB, $1 million, that's why you saw. From one person, or from your company. Or that's why you saw. $500,000, or that's why you saw. How much you have? Can you from a coins? You get coins. You get $10. No. Though nothing is small, nothing is also too small, nothing is too big. That's what I'm saying. So, if we don't join hands together in doing what we are doing, I am telling you, the repercussion is what we'll be seeing. That's why I hate this statement of like blackmail because of religious sentiment. And now, stop discussing about it. There's people here discussing, talking their religion, they are donating. As if they are really convinced that they are donating for our liberation, then what else will discourage them? What else will discourage them? Unless as they are going churches, they are being preached to one Nigeria, because that is what churches in Nigeria preach. Redeemed Church cannot be preaching for you to join Biafra, no. But they are filled up with Igbos. and you see that that place, people food there, you still have IPOB members, and maybe they have double mind, and they can, nah, can I? Nah, I don't want to, Nah, and they are me where, after all, our church, our pastor is telling me to move out. You can go to hell. Go and continue joining them. About us, I go mile. About us, I go mile. So stop blackmailing people, blackmailing IPOB with a hey, since even Mazi Namdekano. People have been calling him, telling him, the people supporting this. We are out. Okay, you claim to be Christian, right? How many churches do they burn? How many of our people they massacre in the name? They massacre. The Fulani jihadist massacre in the name of Christianity. Do you have people that come and fight for you? All these small things should even make you to start having a rethink. Now, these people that brought us this religion, okay, we are here worshiping the same Jesus. But how come they are supporting people of other religion to kill us? And if they kill us, they don't even talk. They don't even feel as if people die. It's supposed to even make you start having rethink of that thing they brought to you. It's supposed, all these small things supposed to start making you have a rethink. So now, when there is something else in it. That is how a reasonable person behaves, not with sentiment. Because what is the need of sentiment? Where will it lead you? This sentiment, where does it lead? Born a lead die, making mistakes, nothing more. Falling into mistakes and nothing more. So we should be wise. Nigeria is not for us. And we should make it as a point of duty to go to the social media and make it go viral that Igbos should not only leave Lagos but leave Nigeria. That is it. Igbos should leave Nigeria. Igbos should leave Nigeria. That is how it is. Because it's enough for them. The other time they gave notice to Igbos from North. Every time they from Lagos to Igbo, go to your land. Now they push on, let us get out and get out of Nigeria. The same way they threw Singapore out of Malaysia. Malaysia threw them out, said we cannot continue. Move out. And they thought that they did to them worse. Today, Singapore is developed, highly developed, #1 passport in the whole world. Going every country visa free. They don't even travel. What are they doing? And they don't have land though. Small place. They don't have land. But they build skyscrapers. We are creators. Human beings are creators in this world. I don't know the type of fear our people have. Oh, no. We need larger Nigeria. If we go to our country, how can we stay? We don't have land. These are things, the propaganda they use in confusing, making us always afraid. Why will you be afraid? Why? If we restore Biafra, does it mean that it will be a law that everybody must come and live in Biafra land? Does it mean so? Restoration of Biafra means having our country, being in charge of our. Look at Israel today. Let me tell you, as Israel is even fighting with Arab, there are Israelis in different Arab countries today. They are not living there as strangers. There are Israelis in Morocco, living as Moroccans, but they are Jews. They are Jews. Are you hearing me? They are Israelis in Tunisia, living in Tunisia as Tunisian. Not they have Tunisian passports, but they are Jews. Do you know that? They didn't go back to Israel and say, no, all of us, they can visit there if they want. But, don't you see sometimes, even Netanyahu and the other politicians, they start telling them, any Jew anywhere can come. Oh. They start telling them, come to your land. But they prefer, even in Iran, there are Jewish Iranians with Iranian passport, but they are Jews. So spare me this nonsense they are using in making you being afraid, as if Biafra comes, everybody must come back and live in Biafra land. No. You can still be in Cameroon, even with Cameroonian nationality, no problem. As a Biafran, you can still live in America. You can still live in anywhere. But now we have our base. We have our land that we call our own. That is what the Jews are doing, the way they are. We have Jewish Russians still today. Are you hearing me? Zelensky, you are seeing a Ukrainian, is a Jew. Zelensky. The president of Ukraine today, his origin is a Jewish Ukrainian. So it doesn't anywhere you are. But the issue, the bottom line is that we have our country being in charge of where you can come and exercise your, your right as a citizen. That is what we clamor. Not all this propaganda they use in twisting our heads. Every time we are suffering the same thing. A time comes, you reason. Igbophobia. Oh, the Igbos. Let us rise up and say, okay, throw us out. We must get out of Nigeria. Everybody join hands. Not okay, let us cool it down. You cool, you appease, cool. After saying now that go, after another 1 year, 6 months, another thing will come out. The Igbo. The Fulani are there killing people, taking over people's lands in the north, in different parts of Nigeria, displacing people. They don't have any problem. That's why I say you see black people, they love their killers before God and man. You see black people in this UG mostly, they love their killers. They hate the people that come and play nice to them. No, they love their killers. Fulani people, the Fulani killers, they have taken over many communities in the north. But those people, they don't talk against them. They talk against Nyamiri. Before you know, they tell them, come and let us go and vandalize the Nyamiri shop. They will do it. Because they love their killers. That is how this foreign religions talk in our brain. No more. Many of our people, they lost their sense of humanness. Because they defend the colonizers. They didn't know. They didn't fully understand what happened, the way we were being imposed this religion. That is the bottom line. We were forced. We were killed. The heads of our ancestors were chopped off in order to impose their religion on us. That is their culture on us. Why should they do it? That thing has made it condemned even that religion right from time. Because they forced us, they shouldn't force us, they shouldn't kill us and change our nomenclature. Call people that are evil in our land. They recruited them, say, God have forgiven you. Come and walk with us. They now crown them as chieftaincy, warrant chiefs on us. Today is the chieftaincy. These are evil people, saboteurs, people that committed atrocities that were chased, many of them chased away to go and serve, ostracized. Now they run into church. And the church now empowered them. Say, these people that are telling you that you did bad, they are the bad people. They turn against our people that we are the people that are checkmated them. That say, why should I give them the punishment of sleeping with their brother's wife? These are now the bad people. Good people become bad people. That is what the religion came to our land to do. That is what they did. And the thing stuck. And today we are defending our killers. People that sold us, people that took away everything. We are defending them. Because that is how we grew. But we are in a time of awakening where we ask questions. The Europeans you are seeing today, what made them relegate their Christianity is their culture. Thousands of years. What made them relegate Christianity? They started asking questions also. The same way we are doing today. The Europeans did it. 14th century, 15th century. They did it. They started asking questions. Say no. All this because Christianity promoted right of kingship, divine right. What does it mean? That some people are more human beings than others. Are you hearing me? Is it not the same today? When you see the Geo people, you will see somebody, 30 years old boy, a 70-year-old man will kneel down, calling him daddy. It's the same thing. That they are more better, more human being than you. That is it. The problem we have in our land. And people say we should not talk about it. To reveal, we have the right to reveal the history. of what we are entering. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not tell us talk much about Biafra, many people wouldn't join. We wouldn't know anything. And we make more researches. That's it. So it's on everything. Why should they come? It is good for them all. But it's just like we are talking democracy. Without channeling our own system of government, from now till 1,000 years, we cannot ever get it. I'm telling you honestly, we modify the system, our own system, modify it. No tradition is perfect. Europeans learn from us. They learn from east, west, north, south. So also we can learn from. No tradition is perfect. In every tradition, there are failures, there are loopholes. But what makes us human beings is to add, take from here, remove something from the bad thing we were practicing, then check from the other side, and now that is innovation. We continue moving on. But when you say no, we completely discard our own and and you are telling me that is the best thing. No, it is not. It is not. Adamu ake bananka. What is good for these people is their system. You can go. Don't you see Iraq? America tried to impose their democracies. You know what is going on today? Where is their democracy? Where is they will continue like that until their kingdom come. The same thing they imported in Libya. They saw that this thing is a mistake. Because you cannot impose on people, on a set of people, your system. The condition, everything is different. Why should you impose things on them? The government, everything. On this, I will continue on this series of living continuous colonial legacy. I will talk about education and continue talking about government. All these things. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they ask him how is going, which system is Biafra going to take? In an interview, they asked him, American system, British system, French system. He said, no, it will be a Biafra system. It will be a Biafra system. You understand? It will be our local system. We can decide when Biafra comes to, he said, it's a nation state. We will be calling ourselves according to our tribes. It become official. A federated state. Through federalism. With our tribe. Igbo Biafra. Ejo Biafra. Ejo territory of Biafra land. Igbo territory of Biafra land. Urobo territory of Biafra land. People will govern themselves according to their system. You make laws go to Urobo, they make laws, their constitution will be in Urobo language. So that, the woman that is selling akara will understand. Because it's our language, it's their language. You don't need to deceive him using grammar. No. So that time you will understand that people you call illiterates, that they are more knowledgeable than most people that went to Harvard. Because you speak English. You go to school, you learn English. They make English language is compulsory. If you fail English language in WAEC, you retake it back. Don't you see that it's a common complete colonization? You hear me? So that when we make laws in Igbo language, in Igbo part of Biafra land, you can no longer deceive people. You can no longer deceive people. Because you come, Igbo, you use Igbo, make constitution. Our Igbo language will be updated every year. Now, whether we call them, I don't know, any political title we give to them. Whether Ndisi, Onyisi, our head of state can be called Onyisi. While introducing him even in the United Nations to make speech, they will call him Onyisi of Biafra. It's our own thing. The way we want it. Our own local thing. And he will yes. It will be like that. How beautiful it will be. Constitutions will be made in our different languages, and the people will be free. It will be a very loose, federated country of nations. So what then are you going to, what are you going to lose again? You control what you have in your territory. Everybody controls what you have in his territory. Why paying just tax to the center, little tax to the center? And there you will see talents coming up. Because that time you will understand that we don't really even need this crude oil and gas to survive. We start producing, investing on human resources, on our talents. That is where, like, when what our brother asked, how are we going to arrange all these talented people? That is when we are going to, all hell will break loose. We invest on our talents, our talented people. That is production. Imagine you go to China, you start seeing, you enter Chinese person room, you see made in Biafra things inside there. You see made in Biafra cars in London. How proud are you going to be? So this is what we are fighting for. Thank you for listening. Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains everything we have. Our ideology. We must continue doing what we are doing. Therefore, Igbos must not live only Lagos. No, Igbos must live Nigeria. That should be our mantra. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, Emeka Onusi, Biafra Gaimara, Biafra Ganebozo Gamiri, Agaimara, Biafra Ganebozo Gamiri, Biafra Gane, Zombe, Waboke, Anijala, Namama. Wana lemo kamna malombo wana jumo osina Biafra na Chukwu okike bịama onye anyị nọ n'aka ya mere anyị ihe mara mma Sọmpe ugbu a bụ oge anyị ji ala n'ala nna m.
Thank you, Ayo. We'll be speaking with Senator Adams Oshomole, the man who wears many hats. He's one of